Alright, let's go live right away. I'm live, apparently. We'll find out in a second once it pops up on my laptop. Budget 2 screens, just the laptop. My phone on silent. Better be. Put that down there. Hello! Hey, there we are. Right, I'm up. I got really into Elden Ring, and I almost forgot about the stream. Well, by almost forgot about the stream, I mean I didn't forget about it, but yeah, I took out a guy with on a horse, where I also couldn't use my horse, and he was firing spells at me. Basically, this boss is me throughout the game so far, just sitting on his fucking horse, chucking spells. He's a bastard. Now I know how annoying I am to fight. It was actually a piece of piss. Hey there, Grey Wolf. I just needed to change up my strategy a little bit. It's funny, because I spent ages trying to get this, like, moon katana, this magical katana, because it looked really cool and worked with my magic build. And then I just went back to the Uchi katana, because I can attach an Ashes of War to this thing that basically gives me a permanent, you remember that bone item from Bloodborne? Like, when you use it, you have, like, an invisibility iframes, really cool evasion. That thing is amazing. Well, there's an Ashes of War, like a enhancement that gives you a new move that you can put on certain weapons, like katanas, that basically gives you that. It just uses a tiny amount of mana. And because I'm playing as a mage, I've got so much fucking mana, so I'm literally going teleport, 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 teleport. So the Uchi Katana is just so much better for that pure mobility because of that Ashes of War. I've not used the Ashes of War that much at all, but that one is actually fun. That one has actually changed the gameplay for me to a point where I don't think I can use any of the others. Like, even if I find the most powerful Ashes of War in the fucking game, whatever that will be, I'm not replacing it for that one, because the sheer, like, iframes and constant dodging that you can do with that is mwah, beautiful. The Stanley Parable has a new trailer. I will have to watch that at the end of the stream. Faolan, release date, the Stanley Parable release date trailer. I will watch that at the end of the stream. But, yeah. So I kill that motherfucker, who's basically me, by changing up my strategy. And, you know what? I'm sticking with that strategy now, because the Uchi Katana with that like, dodge Ashes of War is amazing. And then I went back to the hold, and I was invaded by an NPC. I had no idea that was going to happen. I'm like, where is everyone? Then all of a sudden, this red guy comes from behind me. I kick his ass, and then I get a really fucking badass set, like the coolest fucking set that I've seen in the game, and I have finally upgraded from my starting robes. Can I get a picture of it, actually, just to show it off, because, yeah, I'm slowly going through it. Let me just download this, because, yeah, here we go. Download. Look how fucking cool this is. Here we go. Look how goddamn cool that is. That is badass. Of course, you realize that now I have to play the rest of the game like, nah! You can't stop me, for I am tarnished! Like, it's one of those things where I have been running around with, like, a stone wolf head for a while, and then I found a bug, so I was running around as a beetle bug for a bit. The only thing I've changed is my helmet, but that fucking Skeletor mask is staying. This is just the way my character looks now. He used to look like me, but this is what he looks like now. Oh, man. I just watched it. It's funny. I'm sure it is. The Stanley Parable sense of humor is amazing. I think that was probably the first walking simulator that actually made me be like, huh, okay, this genre can actually be good. okay. And then later on, Firewatch came out, and that was fucking amazing as well. But that wasn't a comedy. That was a different game, like a different vibe. But Firewatch was fantastic. Yeah, the Stanley Parable pretty much set the record straight. Walking simulators are a legitimate genre worthy of your attention. So I'll watch that trailer later. Anyway, let's get into the game instead of ranting on about things. Here's Truth Miner. He's been stuck in the cell all week, and as you can tell, he's very, very bored of me talking about Elden Ring. Very bored. Gavlan wheel, Gavlan deal. Right, let's wheel and deal in this game, huh?
Leave off with your noise. You're giving me a headache.
Sorry. I'm just very excited about Elden Ring. It's a fun game, man. Let me know how the audio is, by the way. This one could be fun. Because Truth Miner would get into people's heads like, oh, really? Well, that's how it started for me, too.
What do you mean?
Pick his pocket whilst he's distracted. Let's do that.
Oh, you're probably just upset. I remember one time when Mistress Jarvia was mad at me. She didn't lock me up, but she yelled a lot. And she hit me on the head. But it was real nice of her not to kill me.
Goddamn. Okay. Well, hey, wanna see something really cool? Here's a magic trick.
Of course.
Fuck you, bitch! Look! Oh, he's like a dog when you've just come home. Oh my god, he's home, Dad's home!
Very well.
Woven War Axe, I'll have that. I didn't think it was possible to have basically less than nothing. Audio is fine so far? Great.
If we want to get away with this, we can't leave one man alive to tell Barat what we've done.
Agreed.
If we want to get away with this, we can't leave one man alive
Kill
to tell Barat what we've
all
done.
the things. I don't know about you, but I am very much okay with that. Also, hello. I'll have a dagger in the other hand. What does he use? Wait a minute. Where's the button to see their skills, goddammit? Ah, here. No. Shit. Spells and talents? Ah, here we go. He's a dual wielder. Okay. Same as me. That's fine. Let's give him 2 daggers, make him look the part. Wait, am I a warrior or am I a rogue? I think I'm a rogue, aren't I? Yeah, I'm a rogue. Okay. It'd be weird me playing a Truth Miner character and not being a rogue. Right, okay. Audio is fine so far, good. I think I already read that, but forgot. Right then, let's straighten this up a little bit. I'm wearing this because it is pretty cold today, especially after the last few days. Like, I managed to have 2 days of wearing shorts. It was glorious. And now we're back to being cold again. Alright, so, Operation Murder Everything. Everything must die. We're having a sale. We're having a sale. Everything must die. Oh, nothing past there. They live. What? Oh, look, I'm not even in combat. I've got a combat bug where I continuously move in combat mode. So if you'll excuse me, I really need the toilet right now. Yeah, I'm basically constipated for a bit. Be fun though. This'll be our last character, won't it? Before we move on to there's gonna be traps here, isn't there? But this is gonna be basically the amount. Oh, this is basically gonna be my last origin story character before we move into more characters. That's fun. Yeah, we've done Elf Dalish, we've done Elf Commoner, we've done Dwarven Noble, we've done Human Noble, and now we're doing Dwarf Commoner. so we have gone through them all.
Yes.
So we'll start getting into the bulk of the game now.
It will be done.
But I just thought, considering I'm doing this, I might as well go for the origin stories because they are really cool. If I remember some things, I will point them out as I play through the game, being like,
Very
hey,
well.
if you were this character, then this would be different for you. Carter shield. Ooh, dwarven armor.
Of course.
Crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Straight from Orzammar. I'll have that. Alright. Every time I say Orzammar, there's a little thing at the back of my head that says, you mean Orgrimmar? No, I don't mean Orgrimmar. Orgrimmar, for the few people out there that have no idea what that is, like the two gamers in existence that has never heard of Orgrimmar, it's the Horde capital city in Orgrimmar.
And you're gonna have to move quicker than that. Yes.
Yeah, got a major downgrade in Cataclysm, where it became an absolute fucking pain in the ass to move around. I used to like that city up until then. When Cataclysm came out, none of the Horde cities were nice to move around, except fucking Thunderbluff, and nobody goes to Thunderbluff. Undercity remains the fucking worst, though. Oh my god, I hate Undercity. Ah, there's the trap. I knew one would be sprung eventually.
As you say.
So, there was one time in Bandcamp, when we were playing World of Warcraft, when we were playing Dungeons & Dragons, the same campaign Truth Miners run. So, there's basically shit's going south, and a bunch of enemy forces have come, they're invading, and we run in a room to save a kobold, a little lizard dude, or dudette, I can't remember. But we run into a room to save them. They've been kept hostage, and as we charge in, Aragon, the other dwarf of the group, a noble dwarf, with whom my character Truth Miner had a somewhat bitter rivalry with throughout the entire run. It was very fun. He charges in and just chucks a weapon at like the nearest thing. I think it's he chucks a weapon. He does something. I don't remember what he does. But essentially he fumbles the roll. And in fumbling the roll, he cleaves. And as he cleaves, he fucking just chops the head off this. He misses his initial target, the actual target he's going for. And he ends up chopping off the head of the kobold next, captor that we've been sent to rescue. Hello, spiders. Yeah, he ends up chopping off the fucking, I thought I'd be attacked by spiders. The head of the captive that we were basically there to rescue. So that's fun. There's another story where it's one of my favorite things. I might have mentioned this before. Oh, dialogue.
I'm cutting the whore free. If that turncoat brother of hers doesn't know his place, I don't need precious Rika either.
Rika? That the one you got all done up in lace? I've been wanting to get my hands on that.
I know what you mean.
She's yours if you want her, boys.
You gotta love that
Let me
trope.
tell you,
Every bad guy is
taste
also a
good as it
rapist.
looks. What in sod all is that doing out of its cage? Let's teach
Killing
this
your
little
shit,
duster
man.
a lesson.
Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this. Go on, motherfucker. Let's go. Alright, you're getting this, because I'm not dealing with your dumbass. I'm going around you. Time to get stabbed in the back with an axe, because that's how that works. Yeah, that's right. Face me, and while you're facing me, you can get... Oh, off with his head. That's what happened to the kobold.
Did you see him there all when we're done with you? and you just charged in and sodding slaughtered him.
You fucking sodding
You have to be
slaughtered
the
him, mate.
luckiest duster in Orzammar. Barat's dead, and we're standing here. Hail to the sodding king!
Well, I was hoping to have him beg for mercy, but you just went up and chopped his head. I must say, well done, my friend.
Oh, he was begging, all right. That look of utter surprise on his face when he tasted his own blood. That was as close to begging as Barat gets.
And now we set up shop and take things over. What you say?
Whoa. Don't push it, Salraka. Barat kept his place by making sure it was always dusters like us who took the fall. Right now...
Salt and travel
half of
stuff?
Orzammar
Don't
knows
worry
who
about
you
it.
are.
I'm just sharing
We've
war
got to lay
stories.
low for a while.
And I'm serious. We should take over the Carter. I want to run Tunnel News Network. Yeah, TNN. Truthminder's whole thing that he wanted to basically run this news organization of conspiracy theory bullshit. The fact is though that it was kind of like watching Alex Jones in that there was some legitimate truth in all the bullshit, but it was like reading the Bible. You had to kind of like cipher through all the bullshit in order to find the nuggets of truth. That was the whole idea with TNN. TNN stands for Tunnel News Network, not to be confused with a certain other publication. But yeah.
Maybe in a long time, when everyone's forgotten what happened today, we can see who's left to challenge us. And maybe, if Barat's family topside doesn't figure out who killed him, they'll keep doing business with us. And maybe we'll be able to figure out which mining families stocked the Carta with lyrium. And then maybe we'll have the chance to take over. Until then, let's just get out of here.
That's a lot of maybes.
Yes.
Yes, it is. Ooh, Dwarven Warrior's Belt. The Belt of Warriors. I literally just, like, dethroned the WrestleMania champion and took the belt for myself. That is the kind of story we're making for ourselves here. Right, I think this room. Oh. Runes. A chest. Dwarven heavy boots. Can I actually wear them? Will the game let me? No. I'm not hardcore enough for them just yet. Let's quick save the game.
As you say.
Venture forth? Yep, let's go. Alright. Hey there.
You're not supposed to be here. Wait, is that blood? Ancestors, protect me!
Ancestors protect
You're not supposed to be here.
The voice acting in this game is mostly very, very good, but you'll occasionally run into like a voice like that.
There they are! Seize the fugitives!
Ah, fuck.
Drop your weapons and walk down slowly. We will use force if you resist.
Is that Paramount? No, it's not. The fucking face. I just killed Barat. You know, the underground king of the dwarves. You should be thanking me. Bowing down at my sullied feet.
He's dead? Barat had many enemies, but also powerful allies.
Barat would have butchered us if he hadn't killed him first.
Your friend has once again demonstrated his courage. We Grey Wardens travel far and wide in search of those with the potential to join our ranks. It seems I have found one.
Why are you telling me this? What's in it for you, huh?
Let me make my offer formal. I, Duncan of the Grey Wardens, extend the invitation for you to join our order.
This man is a criminal. You can't do this.
I can, and I am. It would mean traveling to the surface lands and thus leaving your people, but it does offer you the chance to strike a blow against the Darkspawn and the Blight.
And what exactly is the trick, huh?
While it is no trick, it is a dangerous life. I can promise you no guarantee of safety. I can also give you nothing in return for these hazards. In joining me, you leave all you know behind.
So, let me get this straight. You're gonna give me the option to get out of this goddamn nug pit, leave this trash behind, and get out of the way of these goddamn nug humpers? Huh. Sign me the hell up.
Then before these witnesses, I hereby recruit you into the Grey Wardens. Know that you are most welcome.
This is highly irregular. The warrior families will be most upset.
Ah, fuck the
Look
warrior
at
families.
You duster, a warden. And to think I knew you when you were
I
stealing
kind of want him
bread.
to. I wish he would go
We
with
must
me.
be off to meet the King of Faolan, and quickly. Do you have any goodbyes to say?
Yeah, I'd like to say a few. Hey, dumbass next to him. Fuck you.
Then do so, and return to me as soon as you can.
Alright, well obviously I'm saying bye to Best Man Lesk.
From Dust Town to the Grey Wardens. You don't watch out, Selraka, you'll end up a paragon. And then I'll never hear the end of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss you, Lesk. Take care of Rika for me, alright?
I'll check in every night. Make sure no one slipped anything poisonous down her blouse. Sleep beside her. Alright, stop glaring. I'll make sure she's alright. I'm gonna miss you, Duster. Now go, before I make a fool of myself.
Aw, give me a hug, you big lug. Hey there, Reeker. Well, things turned out alright, huh?
I can't believe you're really leaving. And as a Grey Warden. When Sir Duncan said he wanted to recruit you, I almost fell over. When I heard you were arrested, I rushed to the arena. But by then you were gone, and Sir Duncan was telling everyone they had to find you.
Yeah, well, I don't know what the pay's gonna be like out there. It doesn't sound like it'll be much. More like an honor and duty sort of gig, but I'll try and send you some money when I can.
We may not need it for much longer. I spent the afternoon with my new patron. If everything works out, maybe I can even greet you as an equal if you return.
This, the man you spoke of earlier, yeah?
Yes. He calls me his Amber Rose. Isn't that sweet? He has a voice like a poet. He has already promised to move Mother and me into better lodging, where he can find me more quickly when he wants me.
And you'll be happy like this, huh?
I am. Truly. I could never make a life fighting Darkspawn. But if I can bear a son who makes his house proud, that's all I can ask. Go, little brother. Make the world a better place.
As long as she's happy.
I cannot believe
Fuck
Duncan
you,
would offer
bitch!
such an honor.
Woo. Alright then, Duncan, let's get the fuck out of here.
I am glad you were able to speak once more with those who care for you. Now we must be off to Ostagar. Are you ready to go?
Allons-y!
Eager to leave, are we? So be it. Before we brave the deep roads, I would like to make you a gift of this mace, since you have so few possessions of your own. It was once wielded by the Warden Forel Idukan. I believe he was related to your king. I know you will continue his proud example.
He's carrying
Goodbye, my
the
friends,
fucking mace
and thank you
of
for your
Idukan.
hospitality.
He's carrying the goddamn mace of Idukan. And fucking Duncan just handed this goddamn duster a mace held by one of the goddamn most revered fucking houses in
long
Ozama.
ago to prevent the Wilders from invading
As
the
just a
northern
massive
lowlands.
fuck
It's
you
fitting
to
we
all the...
make
I
our
love
stand
that,
here,
man. Duncan is
even
such
if
a
we
Chad. Oh my god.
There's no need to be so full. It's good to see one of the honorables. Sounds like there's a story behind that. I've been to Orzammar. Oh, allow me to be the first to welcome you.
Alright, let's
What the king
let's get
said.
through this and let's get the achievement.
You must not. To that end, we should. The ritual is brief.
Right, and there we go, Castless. We have the Dwarven Noble origin story complete. I'll miss Truth Miner. So ultimately, the Human Noble origin story is up there. The Elven Commoner origin story is dark, but if you don't like dark, this isn't the game for you. It's up there. I'd say the Dalish Elf is by far the weakest. And I'd also say that the Dwarven, I think in retrospect, the Dwarven origin stories are around the same level. They're like in between, they're a little bit in the middle. A little bit in the middle. I'm back. I had to set up a Zoom account and other things, take COVID test before I'm allowed to go to the USA. Yeah, further back than now. So, anyway. So, there is the Dwarven origin noble story done. So, let's actually finally make our main character. And, get into the game proper. I'm going to be human. I would play an elf, but elves in this game cannot have beards because they suck. So I'm going to be a human mage, wielding the power as dangerous as it is potent. You know that magic is a curse for those lacking the will to control it. You anxiously await your harrowing, the one chance to prove yourself against the demons lurking without and within. Succeed or be slaughtered by the knights who ward against your kind.
Greetings.
Your stream went down? Shit, when did it go down? I hope... my internet went down earlier on today. So, I'm hoping it's not the same problem. Yeah, I don't know why, but my internet crapped out. Maybe I'll have to knock it out. I'm back. How long have I been back for? How much did you miss? Ah, well. Never mind. It's done now. I'm looking at it now. Duncan, Noble Lord. Oh, you got all the important bits anyway. That's fair enough. Alright. Well, let's make the character then. So I'm going to take a bit of time on this because this one is going to be me. I want this one to be me. So, let's see. Let's look at my face. So, round at the top here, and then I go down. Like, big down. I'm slightly gaunt around the cheeks. So that's what we want. Oh, I think that looks about right, don't you think? Maybe a bit rounder than that. That looks right. He looks like he's just walked in on his parents having sex. Look at that face. He's like, oh my god, no. Scarred for life. I think he looks about right, don't you think? He's also got my bitch face. Like, if I'm walking around, I've got permanent bitch face, like... So I think that sounds about right. Hey, hey, Burr, you're just in time for us to start the main game proper. It went down when you were reading my message. The COVID test. Oh, no worries. I didn't say anything important. It's good. Okay. Skin complexion. So I want a little bit of aging in there. I am 30. I'm officially a man. But not too much. I think, yeah, we've got a little bit of dirt on there. I think that's nice, because obviously we want him to look like he's been in the trenches. It won't make sense at the start, but later on down the line. What skin tone do I have? I'm quite pale. I'm pinky pale. So we're gonna want a skin tone like that. So how are you doing today, Burr? So that's a bit yellow. I think I'll go with that one. Right, so we'll get to the tattoo later. First of all, we have the next most important thing about my character. Beard. Huh? The beard is the next most important thing. So, my beard tends to be quite scraggly. So what do you think looks better? First of all, let's get the color right. So I've got brown hair, but it looks more black from a distance, but it is quite like it is muted. Actually, it looks like the same color as that this thing. It's around this same color. The fro I've got on my chair. So let's have a look. Beard color. It's too light. I could have a bright pink beard if I want, but I'm not going to. Ooh. That one I like the look of. Ah, here we go. Yeah, I think... What do you think? The slightly darker one or the slightly lighter one? That actually looks grey, doesn't it? Yeah, that's actually grey. It just looks brown in this light. I'm looking at the picture down below, so... We'd be better off with... Dark brown, light brown. I think light brown would suit it. Alright, so... You can really see how gaunt he is on the side there. Look at that. I think that suits me quite well. Alright, cool. I like the way this beard looks more. And I think this makes the beard look a bit fuller. Some reason this just looks more natural to the way my beard is than that one. What do you guys think? More scraggly or more combed? Wow, it actually doesn't look like I've got a beard because... It looks like it's non-existent right now. I suppose that one does make more sense, doesn't it? Beard! So many buttons. Hope you guys are alright. Old Faolan, I just saw your message on Facebook. Sorry, Facebook didn't notify me. No worries, man. That's been happening to me a lot lately. A Gray. Didn't like the Stanley Parable. No, it's the best game. Granted, I like the voice actor and the robot in Void Bastards. So many buttons, many. Beard! You know what? I'm gonna go with this one. I just like it more. It's got more of a natural look. Okay, so we can have her, but as nice as the hair can be, and the hair can be very nice. In fact, I'll tell you a lie. I actually tried braiding my hair at one point, just because I really liked the look of, I really liked that look. You can't see it properly with this beard, but I really like that. I thought that was badass. So I actually tried to do that at one point, and I looked terrible, so I never did it again. But one day, maybe. And that was when I had long hair. I've got this hair mod. I do have hair options, however, it's going to be me. So I think that is probably the most accurate. Yeah, that's pretty much the most accurate. I could go full on bold, but I think that's the most accurate. Alright, stubble. We've got full on stubble. We don't need any more of those. Eyebrows. What are my eyebrows like? Ooh. This is very, very important. Very, very important. Oh, that's eyebrow color. Well, obviously I want it to be the same color as that. Alright, eyebrows. Well, not that thin, I'll tell you that much. That looks better. That looks better. Yeah, there we go. There are my eyebrows. Combed. People saying the combed beard? That one? Alright, then we'll go for that one. I suppose that's true to better to how I look. Right, eyes. So I have very pale blue. Let's see. I think the eyes are fine the way they are. I don't think I need to choose a different model for that. I think the eyes are fine. So let's go for eye color. So I want like a pale blue, like almost like a silver, or like a bluey gray. I'm just looking very close right now. That works. That is actually pretty much spot on. Have a look. That's like a green, isn't it? That is actually kind of green. Maybe go for that one. Just to get that little bit of a magical spark in it. Oh god! I didn't want to do... No, what did I do? I fucked with the eyes. That's fine. Yeah, we'll go for that one. I'm happy with that. Alright. Eye size. No, we don't need it. That's all good. How's your week been? Stressful but pushing through. Hanging out with you guys should help me unwind a lot. I hope so, man. Hope you had some fun tonight. Oh, here we go. Here's the bit that always sucks, the nose. Wait a minute. I'm gonna bring my snipper thing out. Here we go. So snipping tool. Let's look this way. Right. So that's what my nose looks like. It just kind of goes in slightly and then out. Alright. So not like that, for one. Does it curve? No, it doesn't curve, does it? It's like a straight line. It goes up, though, at the tip. That's a bit too much. I'm taking this shit way too seriously. There we are. Let's get the nose depth up there. There we are. I wish I could kind of push that up a little bit, but I don't think... Maybe I'm taking this a bit too seriously, but this is me. It's the way I am. Alright. There we are. That'll do. What do you think? Do you know what? This actually looks like a lot like my Uncle Alan when he was younger. Me a little bit stressful, but going to Las Vegas for weeks, sorting all the documentation and COVID test meaning, so I'm about to fly. I'm looking forward to take a break. Yeah, man. I hope you enjoy yourself. Have a nice de-stressor. My neck really isn't that thick. Alright, so now that we've got the basic thing done, let's see if we can have a tattoo, huh? Just because it might be cool to have one. We'll see what we've got. There's none here that I like. That one's cool. Nah, don't like any of them. Alright. Eyes. Am I not allowed to have makeup as a guy in this game? Is that just something they added later? That looks like something they added later. Yeah, I'm not allowed to have like a little bit of eyeliner as a guy. That's a shame, because I like that, because it helps bring out the eyes a little bit. That sucks. Alright. So, let's, camera distance, let's zoom out. Look down like that. There we are. Okay. Get more of that armor in when we get better armor. Background. Which background do I like the look of? That one's quite nice, but I don't like the white. Ooh, that one. That one I'll have. Expression. Let's see. Oh yeah. That's me. Have you ever seen me when I take a picture of myself? Like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Fucking me when I take a picture of myself. Pictures. Yeah, here we go. Like, look at this shit. Look at that shit. That little head turn. Slight grin. Huh? Oh yeah, here's another one. To the extreme. That was a few years ago when it was like a year or so ago when it was fatter. I think that's about right. All right, that little cheeky grin. Yeah, cool. It's moving down a little bit. There we go. That's ideal. Right, now we need his voice. Yes, I am really taking this that seriously. I saw some of the Tiny Tina online gameplay and it looks really cool, and the customization of your character is pretty in-depth considering it's the first time doing it. Oh nice, hope you have fun time there. God, I haven't been on holiday since about 15. Looking forward to it. Yeah, man. I looked into Tiny Tina a little bit and it does look interesting, but again, like with streaming this, playing Digimon Cyber Sleuth and Elden Ring, I've got enough gameplay right now going on, so it'll be on the back burner for a while. Chances are, before it'll be on the sale at some point.
I have lost concentration.
Right, so you guys have heard the way I talk. Let's see if we can get the one closest to me.
I should do something else. I need bye, please. Till we meet again.
That does sound like my laugh.
How do you do?
Oh, that's not. No.
Greetings.
Mm-mm.
Well, that didn't work.
No.
Greetings.
No.
Blasted. I've lost... Charmed, I'm sure.
No.
Greetings.
Ah, my
Well, we've had no. Sorry, wise is the best one. I was actually called extremely wise for my age recently by a random stranger. Oh, well, stranger. I've actually spoken to him a few times. He's part of the community walker, go on. Faolan. I can't change the surname. There we go. Let's take a screenshot of this. This, momentous moment. Apparently I can't take screenshots. Good to know. Alright, next. Okay. So, I'm going to be a mage, of course. I'm going to be... I want some cunning. We'll get it up to 14. Which is a bit weird. But, trust me, there's a point to it. Let's get magic up to 20. Because I want to get Arcane Warrior as soon as possible. That's what we're playing. Because one of the coolest things about Origins that is lost in every other game in the series is you can be a heavily armored fucking battle mage in this game. It is a playstyle you can have. Just like you can be a dual-wielding or archery warrior. Something else they removed in the future games. So, if we're playing this game, we're choosing the best fucking class, and that is the Arcane Goddamn Warrior. And when you get that, basically what happens is it turns your magic stat into your strength stat. So your magic is the equivalent of strength. So this will be the equivalent of basically 19 strength. So I want magic as soon as possible. Right, we're going to want coercion right away. Definitely. Just because I want to max that out. I need 16 cunning for that, but we got 14 cunning so far, so we don't need to worry about that for a while. Cool. That needs 16 cunning as well. Oh, no, that's stealing. What's about battlecraft? Passive. Combat training skill. Okay, that's alright for now. So, I have installed a mod that allows me to cast anything without putting away my weapons. In the vanilla game, you can only cast certain spells without putting away your weapons. So, I'm going to have healing right away because that is just fucking useful. Healing is good. And I'm also going to have Walking Bomb because Walking Bomb is fun. The caster magically injects the target with corrosive poison that inflicts continual nature damage. If the target dies while the effect is still active, it explodes, damaging all targets nearby. Although this spell is related to Vigilant Walking Bomb, the magic behind the two does not interact. A target cannot be infected with both. You can later upgrade this to virulent walking bomb, which does the same thing, except if it hits other enemies in the area, it infects them as well, meaning you can have this chain reaction of boom, 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 and it's glorious. It's my favorite spell in the game. Suave. Fits you perfectly. High-pitched? Need the American pop star voice. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Greetings.
Suave.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Ah, there went the spell.
Do you think that sounds like me?
It's not working. Coming through.
Greetings. I have lost concentration.
See, I'm thinking me in basic casual conversation, which sounds like this.
I must try another tactic. Excuse me.
But if we're talking about excitable me...
Charmed, I'm sure.
Sure, okay, we're going for suave, high-pitched. Fair enough.
Ah, there went the spell.
What's funny is there's actually an NPC in the Mage origin storyline that uses this exact same voice actor.
It's not working.
So that's gonna be fun. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Healing and walking bomb. Alright, we're playing on easy because I'm casual as fuck. Let's fucking go!
On a cliff overlooking
I feel
the
you
dark waters of Lake
do swell
Kalanar
for the lols.
stands the
Very
tower
good,
fortress
alright.
that is
I
home
like
to the
explosions.
Circle of
Needs that
Nature.
American popstar voice.
This
Oh my
tower
god!
is the only place in Ferelden where mages may study their art among others of their kind.
There we go.
Within the high stone walls, the Circle practices its magic
G-Fuel
and
time.
trains apprentices in the proper use of their powers. But the Circle Tower is as much a prison as a refuge. The ever-vigilant Templars of the Chantry watch over all mages, constantly alert for any sign of corruption. This gilded cage is the only world you know. Found to be sensitive to magic at a young age, you were torn from your family and
Anime
grafted here
voice.
as an apprentice.
Like, if you went for the posh party
Now,
or something, I could
that
see you doing that
apprenticeship
for the
is nearly
lols.
over.
And people's reactions.
All
Oh my
that
God.
remains is the final test.
Oh, he looks
The
like me.
harrowing.
Oh, it makes me so happy
Magic
seeing that.
exists to serve man, and never to rule over him.
The only person
Thus
I've ever
spoke the
seen that
prophet
does that is
Andraste
Angry
as
Joe.
She cast down the Tevinter Imperium.
I love doing it.
Ruled by mages
Trying to
who
make a
had
character
brought
look
the
as
world
close
to
to me
the
as
edge
possible.
of ruin. Your magic is a gift, but it's also a curse. For demons of the Dream Realm, the Fade, are drawn to you and seek to use you as a gateway into this world.
This is why the harrowing exists. The ritual sends you into the Fade.
Doesn't this guy look and
There
sound
you
like he
will
chain
face a
smokes and
demon
drinks like crazy?
armed with
And in
only
his
your
position,
will.
you would. Alright, so basically, mages in this world are essentially, to put it in the basic terms as possible, portals to hell. Their magical gifts come from the Fade. And they have like this innate connection with this other realm. And because of that, they can be used as gateways for spirits. Now, those spirits can be malevolent or benevolent. You can have pure and evil, rage-filled demons, or you can have spirits of honor and justice. It really depends. But because spirits and demons are very one-note creatures, they are one emotion, one thing, one concept, and that's it. It never mixes well with humanity. Because we're more varied creatures. Because they are so dangerous by their very nature, anybody that shows signs of magical affinity is taken away from their families at a very young age and to a mage enclosure, basically. And the one in Ferelden happens to be a magic tower. You are a prisoner here. You cannot leave unless you gain explicit permission from some form of high authority. And even then, it's typically temporary. Mages that aren't in the tower are considered apostates, are considered, and to be fair, usually are highly fucking dangerous. You'll occasionally see them working as mercenaries and thugs, but let's just say that this world has very good reason to fear the shit out of magic. One of the most evil and powerful countries in the world, the Tevinter Imperium, is ruled by essentially Nazi magic users. Yeah, they have a lot of reason to fear mages. So whilst the stories of innate oppression can kind of come from this, and there is a legitimate debate to be had as to whether or not locking these people up by default is good or not. Because it's a lot like the X-Men. Sure, there's an allegory for oppression and discrimination, but once you get into magical world-ending bullshit, that goes out the window. These people are too dangerous. If you win to push, you do lots of I love the mage path. I do that one, but only do it because shapeshifter. So in translation, we're the Doomslayer when you... Where's the Doomslayer when you need him? If there is a Doomslayer in this world, he would be a Templar. This is true. Alright. Let's get ready. I don't suppose there's any other option?
There is tranquility.
Oh, God.
Is losing all your magic an option? No. I have faith that you will succeed.
Know this, apprentice. If you fail, we Templars will perform our duty. You will die.
If
This
I
is
fail,
Miriam,
I will
very
essentially be
essence of
taken over
magic,
by a demon.
and your gateway into the Fade.
The harrowing
I like
is a
how the...
secret out of necessity, child.
It's basically the way I'd look
Mage
like, you
must
fucking
go through
serious?
This trial by fire. As we succeeded, so shall you. Keep your wits about
We'll
you.
probably make Morrigan a
Remember,
shapeshifter.
The Fade is a realm of dreams.
Just because it suits her.
The spirits may
I've
rule
also
it,
got a mod
but
installed
our
that pretty
own
much
will
unlocks
is
all the
free.
The
specializations by
apprentice
default.
must go through this test alone.
Since this is a
first
reinstall, so I don't have them.
You are ready.
We'll come across a tranquil guy later on. Being tranquil is fucking terrifying. You are essentially a zombie. You are a husk. You are removed from your connection to the Fade, the realm of dreams. And as such, your humanity is gone. You are a robot. Vulcans have more humanity than you do. Welcome to the Fade. It's a realm I've mentioned before, but this is where people go when they dream. It is basically, it's theorized that this is the connection to basically heaven and other realms. It is essentially purgatory, I suppose, but it's also where magic comes from. It's confusing, but extremely simple at the same time. If there's anything woo going on in this world, it's the Fade. Right.
As you desire.
As you desire. Yeah, I think you guys are right. This void suits me. Ah, here we go. So, beyond the veil, spirits and demons. It is challenging enough for the casual observer to tell the difference between the Fade and the creatures that live within it, let alone one type of spirit and another. In truth, there is little that distinguishes them, even for the most astute mages. Since spirits are not physical entities and are therefore not restricted to recognizable forms, or even having a form at all, one can never tell for certain what is alive and what is merely part of the scenery. It is therefore advisable for the inexperienced researcher to greet all objects he encounters. Typically, we misuse the term spirit to refer to only to the benign, or at least less malevolent creatures of the Fade. But in truth, all the denizens of the realm beyond the veil are spirits. As the chant of light notes, everything within the Fade is a mimicry of our world, a poor imitation, for the spirits do not remotely understand what they are copying. It is no surprise that much of the Fade appears like a manuscript translated from Tevinter to Elysian, and back again, by drunken initiates. In general, spirits are not complex, or rather, they are not complex, as we understand such things. Each one seizes upon a single facet of the human experience, rage, hunger, compassion, hope, etc. This one idea becomes their identity. We classify as demons those spirits who identify themselves with darker human emotions and ideas. The most common and weakest form of a demon one encounters in the Fade is rage. They are much like the perpetually boiling kettles, for they exist only to vent hatred, but really, so basically Twitter, but really have an object of hate. Somewhat above these are the hunger demons, who do little but eat or attempt to eat everything they encounter, including other demons. Yeah, that's a demon I suffered with for a long time, and still do. This is really successful. Then there are the sloth demons. They are the first, intelligent creatures one typically finds in the Fade. They are dangerous, only on those rare occasions that they can be induced to get up and do harm. Desire demons are far more clever and far more powerful, using all forms of bribery to induce mortals into their realms, with love, vengeance, whatever lies closest to your heart. The most powerful demon yet encountered are the pride demons, perhaps because they, among all their kind, most resemble men. Gives you an idea of what we're encountered. I'm not going to read all the codex entries because we'll be here all day, but I will read that one because it is such an integral part of this world. So, yeah. Alright. So literally everything we're seeing here could be a spirit. Everything. From the stones on the floor, to the pillars, to the spikes. Each one of these things could in fact be a spirit. Shapeshifter, yeah, another awesome feature they scraped from later games. Yeah, same with Ranger. They could have expanded on Ranger so much. That's another mod I have, actually. I've got a mod in this game that expands Ranger. I don't know ever if I have the same one for Shapeshifter. I probably do. I can't remember. But yeah. I love this quest so much, and you probably already know why. Not biased, totally. Yeah. I knew you'd have something to say about that.
To the wolves, as fresh and unprepared as ever. It isn't right that they do this, the Templars. Not to you, me, anyone.
You're a talking rat.
You think you're really here? In that body? You look like that because you think you do. It's always the same.
So you think you look like a rat?
Fault. You're in the same boat I was, aren't you? Allow me to welcome you to the Fade. You can call me, well, Mouse.
Cute name. Not your real name, I take it.
No. I don't remember anything from before. The Templars kill you if you take too long, you see. They figure you failed, and they don't want something getting out. That's what they did to me.
Oh, well, so I stopped there reading that codex. I was wasting time. Good to know.
And you don't have much time before you end up the same.
And what? How long do I have exactly? How long did it take them to kill you?
I don't remember. I ran away and I hid. I don't know how long.
Look, I'm sorry for what happened, man. But I'm not gonna go through the same thing. I have studied like crazy for this. I will die! That's all I know. It's fucking dangerous. I studied like crazy. Alright? Shit's not gonna happen to me.
That has been said before, but you don't know the danger. There's something here, contained, just for an apprentice like you. You have to face the creature, a demon, and resist it. If you can. That's your way out. Or your opponents, if the Templars wouldn't kill you. A test for you. A tease for the creatures of the Fade.
See, that is a stupid question. I don't understand why this test is so feared. Bitch, he's just told you that he was killed. That's why it's feared. Why pit me against such a creature? So they can test that you have the willpower to, like, stand against them in future, and you know how dangerous they can be. Anything can die. I doubt it's as simple as that. That's the question, yeah. Anything can die. I doubt it's as simple as that.
You would be a fool to just attack everything you see. What you face is powerful, cunning. There are others here. Other spirits. They will tell you more. Maybe help. If you can believe anything you see, I'll follow, if that's all right. My chance was long ago, but you may have a way out.
I don't know about you guys, but I smell a rat.
The dangerous spirit is not far. Don't go near it unless you're ready to fight.
Alright.
That is where the test will take place.
Fucking arena.
The creature can be anywhere, but it manifests there.
Nope. Oh, we got another spirit. That's easy enough to handle. Kamehameha it. I bet Dune Guy will sort this out and just give him the beat. Like, legitimately, doesn't this look like the kind of place Dune Guy would hang out? Does, doesn't it? You can almost hear, like, Doomslayer. The Black City. I'm not, like, the Black City, I'm not reading this, but, The Black City, nah. Yeah, okay, well, if, Grey Wolf, you're a Lovecraft fan, so you can probably get the reference there, but it goes into more stuff than just that. But it is important to the lore, but it's... talking about the Black City really gets things complicated at that point.
Another spirit this way. It never seemed equal to its name to me.
It never seemed equal to its name for me. Again, did you hear that kind of spite in its voice? There's a reason for that. It's a spirit of valor. This thing isn't a demon.
Another mortal thrown into the flames and left to burn, I see. Your mages have devised a cowardly test. Better you were pitted against each other to prove your mettle with skill, and to be sent unarmed against a demon.
See, I disagree. Because there's more to this realm than just beating each other over the head. You have to use your head. Even in war, there's more to war than charge and hit things with pointy end. War tactics exist for a reason. It's like, okay, well, you know why I'm here?
You are not the first sent here for such testing, nor shall you be the last, I suspect. That you remain means you have not yet defeated your hunter. I wish you a glorious battle to come.
What else can you tell me about the harrowing, then? You must have seen a lot.
Is that what your test is called? I know little of your mortal ways. I do know that a demon has been called, and told that a meal awaits. It will not, cannot leave, until one of you is dead.
Did you create all those weapons?
They are brought into being by my will. I understand that in your world, mages are the only ones who can will things into being.
We are indeed.
Those mortals who cannot must lead such hollow, empty lives.
They create in other ways. Less instant. More hard work. But tell me, surely one of those weapons would affect a demon?
Without a doubt. In this realm, everything that exists is the expression of a thought. Do you think these blades be steel? The staves be wood? Do you believe they draw blood? A weapon is a single need for battle. And my will
I absolutely
makes that
adore
need
this
reality.
concept, by the way. The idea that you
desire
simply
one of
will
my
things into battle.
I will
The
give
whole
one to you.
concept of
If you agree,
if you
to
believe
duel
it,
me first.
it's real.
Valor shall
That's
test
pretty
your
much
mettle
what the Warhammer
as it
universe
should be
is based
tested.
on. Which is very cool. It's also a massive facet of the Elder Scrolls series and the gods. If enough people believe something about one of the gods, it's true. It doesn't matter if two groups of people believe completely contrary things. If enough people believe those things, they're both true at the same time. It's a really cool concept. I don't need that one. It seems that you would prefer to kill me yourself.
How dare you accuse me? I am no demon preying upon helpless mortals to steal their essence. I am a being of honor and valor. I am a warrior.
Then prove it. Help me fight a demon. A creature that surely goes against the values of honor and valor.
You are insolent. But your will is unquestionably strong.
God damn it is. Well, damn straight
Very well,
it is.
mortal. You prove to me that you possess the strength to resist this demon. Go. Prove your worth as you must. I am confident you will succeed.
Items received. Shimmering orb of light. It is difficult to be sure what this shimmering item really is, but holding it makes you feel better. It instantly stores some of your health. Pretty good. And Valor's Staff. Staff of Valor. Nice. Very nice indeed. Thank you, Valor. Very honourable of you. And we have an example of a spirit that has taken on one single aspect of humanity. That of valor and honor. Well, I suppose that's more than one single aspect, but you get the idea. Valor.
Why do they attack?
Let's hit this thing with a walking bomb. We'll hopefully see this in action. There we go. Mild explosion so far, but oh shit.
Such talent!
See, it's not just you in this thing, Burr. We've also got me.
I should like a trophy!
Let's give myself a bit of a heal. There we go.
Be cautious. There is another spirit here. Not the one hunting you, but still.
Yeah, sloth demon. The demons, as you can probably tell, are based on the sins. So here we have one that has also affected me quite considerably over many years.
So,
I adore this guy's voice acting.
being hunted, and the small one, is he to be a snack for me?
I don't like this. He's not going to help us. We should go.
No matter. The demon will get you eventually, and perhaps there will even be scraps left.
This is one of the most memorable things in the entire game for me. Like, the voice acting for this creature is just beautiful. I just wish they didn't use a blight bear for its model. It's weird. So what do you know about this demon, Sloth?
I know that you will fail your test, and he will eat you. Be gone. Surely you have better things to do than bother Sloth, mortal. Oh, I tire of you already.
I wouldn't mind your help defeating this demon. What better way to defeat a demon than with the aid of another demon?
You have a very nice staff. Why would you need me? Go. Use your weapon.
I think a
since you
super
have
shotgun would do the trick.
it.
I mean, if once I get powerful enough, a shotgun wouldn't stand a chance against my magic.
It might be
mate. Just you
possible that he
wait.
could teach you to be like him.
I would hug him. I'm sorry, I would. He would eat you.
Teach the mortal to take
Imagine hugging
his
with all
food.
these spiky bones sticking out of him.
Most mortals are too attached to their forms.
I'd totally hang out with him.
to learn the
I would
truth.
hug him too. Oh, you guys are crazy.
On the other hand,
You'll be eaten by
little
sloth.
one might be a better student. You let go of the human form years ago.
I don't think I'd make a very good bear. How would I hide?
Hiding doesn't solve anything, mate. Trust me, I've learned that the hard way. We need to face our fears, otherwise we'll never conquer them. Every second we spend hiding is a second they're beating us.
We? I have faced more in this place than you can imagine. Fear is just one more thing. But you are right. hiding doesn't help. I'm sorry, it's the Fade. It changes you. I'll try. I'll try to be a bear. If you'll teach me.
That's nice. But teaching is so exhausting. Away with you now.
I'm a bear. He might be okay. He's not actually a bear, though. He just looks like one. He looks like Red 13 from Final Fantasy VII. I mean, maybe Red 13 that has gone to the gym quite a bit. Yeah, sure. Mouse wants to learn. Teach the man.
You wish to learn my form, little one? Then I have a challenge for your friend. Answer 3 riddles correctly.
3 riddles correctly?
And I
love his voice, man. I love it.
And I will devour you both. The decision is yours.
Accept your challenge, Sloth. You're not gonna eat us. Even if you try, I'll kill you.
Truly? Oh. Well, this gets more and more promising.
My bias is coming out too much. I just can't help myself.
I have seas with no water.
It's all in good fun, my friend.
No sand, towns without people.
Oh shit.
Mountains.
I have seas without water.
Land.
Coast with no sands.
What am I?
Towns without people. My first riddle. I have seas with no water, coast with no sands, towns without people, mountains without land. A map? It has to be a map, because towns without people and mountains without land, it's got to be a map.
Correct.
I legitimately can't remember these.
Move on. The second riddle.
The power of Google Go!
Rarely touch, but often
Maybe at
held.
some point later on.
If you have wit,
but not just yet.
you'll use me well. What am I?
I'm rarely found, but often held. If you have wit, you'll use me well. What am I? Common fucking sense. A handle. A handle. My tongue. My temper. My breath. My intelligence? My tongue. You can hold your tongue. Yeah, it's a tongue.
Yes, your witty tongue. Fair enough. One more try, shall we? Often will I spin a tale, never will I charge a fee. I'll amuse you an entire eve, but alas, you won't remember me. What am I?
Often will I spin a tale, never will I charge a fee. I'll amuse you an entire eve, but alas, you won't remember me. Annoying Riddler. A liar. I remember music, I remember book. A spider? A dream. Yes, a dream.
You are correct. Rather apropos here in the Fade, no? But you've won my challenge and proven yourself an amusing distraction. So
riddle me this and riddle me that.
Form.
Turn this fucking mouse into a burr.
Listen carefully.
I rhymed.
Like this.
No, hey, now that's more like it.
It feels heavy.
Do you know, I'm basically a fucking warden for Elder Scrolls Online now. I'm alright.
Then, and defeat your demon, or whatever you intend to do. I grow weary of your mortal prattling.
Yeah, you're a prat. Can I still speak to him?
I've taught the mouse, do not persist in bothering me. I'm tired.
Yeah, you sloth. Alright! Mouse has become a man. I've solved riddles without the use of the internet. Check me out, hardcore fucking gamer right here. I've got myself a staff. I've got myself some healing orby. Oh, Spirit Wolf. And I'm ready to kick some buttons. Hey, I've got her by my side now. That's very nice.
The finest scene of carnage I've yet to see.
The finest scene of carnage I have yet to see. And this is when I get jealous. If only it was that easy in real life. I mean, that's why you do lucid dreaming, my friend. Because in lucid dreaming, you can actually turn yourself into a burr. Okay, when you awake, it's not true anymore, but still, it's fun. The amount of times... I can't actually lucid dream, but I have had many hunting dreams.
And there
running around
is
the
a
forest.
spirit of rage.
The one thing that still lingers on from my kin days.
And so it comes to me at last. Soon I shall see the land of the living with your eyes, creature. You shall be mine, body and soul.
I don't want to bring in P-shifting believers. Fucking P-shifting believers. Man, it's so weird how that was, like, so prevalent in the community back in the day. You realize that if I lose, the Templars will still cut you down, right? You don't win anything here.
They are welcome to try. So this creature is your offering, Mouse. Another plaything as per our arrangement.
I'm not offering you anything. I don't have to help you anymore.
Oh. And after all those wonderful meals we have shared, now suddenly the mouse has changed the rules.
I'm not a mouse now, and soon I won't have to hide. I don't need to bargain with you.
We shall.
Have you seen the way his attitude has changed, by the way, now that he's taken on the element of a bear? It's not just a confidence shift. He is, in order to become this animal, he has had to take on its characteristics. Now, ignoring the fact that he's basically a black bear, and black bears are fucking cowards, and will run away at the side of a fucking mouse or a cat. You so long as breathe in a black bear's direction, and it'll fucking freak out and run away. Ignoring that, still, it suits a bear's personality more. Right, let's shove a walking bomb on this dude. Let's take out these wraiths.
No!
That? Yeah, that right there? What happened there was, that was walking bomb going off and me leveling up at the same time. God damn! Look at this JoJo scene. Alright, let's fucking go.
You did it. You actually did it. When you came, I hoped that maybe you might be able to, but I never really thought any of you were worthy.
You can lucid dream! Oh, that's badass! Wait, I've got a feeling we've actually talked about this before, haven't we? As you said in the past, the closest we would ever get is a very strong and fully phantom body and mental shift. At the same time, as close as we can get. It takes a lot of practice, and you have to be strict with REM sleep to do it. P-shifting thing is pretty much died now. No one talks about it. They do it, gets thrown away straight away. That's good to hear, at least. At least people have gained sense with that. P-shifting is cool, don't get me wrong, but it should be relegated to the realms of fantasy only. Once you stopped doing lucid dreams, you're back to square one. So it's something you need to, like, continuously do. It's like it's a practice more than it is like a hobby. That's really cool. I don't know. Everyone's made such a big deal out of this. This is way too easy. There's gotta be more to it than this.
That is because you are a true mage. One of the few. The others, they never had a chance. The Templars set them up to fail, like they tried with you. I regret my part in it. But you have shown me that there is hope. You can be so much more than you know.
One could say that in saying this, he is appealing to my pride. So, what is it you think you can get from me?
You defeated a demon. You completed your test. With time, you will be a master enchanter with no equal. And maybe there's hope in that for someone as small
he's appealing
and
to my pride again.
as me. If you want to help, there may be a way for me to leave here, to get a foothold outside. You just need to want to let me in.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that the other demon wasn't my test.
What? What do you... Of course it was! What else is here that could harm an apprentice of your potential?
I wish I could, my friend. I wish I could kill him, but the game won't let me. And if I could kill him, it would be a bit ridiculous for a character my level. Because this, my friend, is a pride demon. And a mage of my level does not want to fuck with a pride demon. What the fuck?
Keep your wits about you, mage. True tests never end.
A dream diary helps. I can also do lucid dreaming. It's very difficult, though.
Please.
Do you have to fight him in the game later? I mean, technically, you could pretend that any pride demon you face later on is the same one. So, eh? I never got that far, but I've always been curious. He looks like Prince Charming. Right, well, remember me talking about the voice package that we've chosen for our character, right? He shares the same voice with Xiaowen here. So, this is going to be interesting. Xiaowen?
Oh, I'm glad you're all right. They carried you in this morning. I didn't even realize you'd been gone all night. I've heard about apprentices who never come back from harrowings. Is it really that dangerous? What was it like?
Best way to do a lucid dream is knowing your REM sleep and work out when the right time to wake up and fall asleep as soon as you can do an awesome state. You have different ways to lucid dream, but one of the best ways of doing it. That would actually be really cool to lucid dream. There's so much shit I would do in it. But I feel as if I could lucid dream, I'd be the kind of person to get kind of addicted to it. And I'd rather sleep than be in the real world. I could see myself doing that. It was a test of my ability. That's all.
There must be something more, or they'd tell the apprentices what's involved. I know I'm not supposed to know, but we're friends. Just a little hint, and I'll stop asking, I promise.
Patience, Jarwin. You'll get through it soon enough.
And now you get to move to the nice mage's quarters upstairs. I'm stuck here, and I don't know when they'll call me for my harrowing.
I'm actually curious to know what you guys will think of Jarwin. Because he's very polarizing. Some people absolutely fucking love him and can kind of sympathize, and some people think he's a whiny brat. A few different ways to lucid dream, but it's one of the best ways of doing it. It's like VR, but your brain is the computer. Ooh. And it's free. I'm not limited to the... Actually, I suppose it is limited to technology, isn't it? My technology needs updating. They'll summon you for the test when you're ready, mate.
I've been here longer than you have. Sometimes I think they just don't want to test me.
What are you talking about?
The Tranquil never go through a harrowing. You do the harrowing, the rite of tranquility, or you die. That's what happens.
And what does this have to do with you?
If they don't call apprentices to the harrowing, it probably means tranquility. You've seen the Tranquil around the tower, like Owain who runs the stockroom. He's so cold. No, not even cold. There's just nothing in him. It's like he's dead but still walking. His voice, his eyes are lifeless.
I think you're reading too much into this, mate. I've just got the test because they thought I was ready. You'll get there soon enough. Stop worrying about paranoid bullshit and actually get to your studies. You'll be fine.
I shouldn't waste your time with this. I was supposed to tell you to see Irving as soon as you woke up.
What's it for?
He didn't tell me. About the harrowing, I'd guess, but you'd never know with Irving. You'd better not keep him waiting. We can.
I like Irving. He's a proper Dumbledore character.
Did you hear anything?
Dumbledore!
Is he awake?
Why do you care? Are you best friends now?
I'm just curious. That Templar, Cullen, said it was the quickest, cleanest harrowing he'd ever seen. He must be so talented.
Someone
Ladies.
sounds jealous.
I just know I'll be terrified when my time comes. Like Wendell was. He'd throw up every day for the next week just thinking about it.
Don't mind me. I'm just standing around, being awesome. Ooh, she's a redhead. Let's see what's around here. Because I want to acquire things. Because acquiring things is useful. Ooh, I got a necklace. Willpower. I'll have that. Princess Mage here.
Jowan's been acting weird all day. Have you seen him?
I have seen him, yeah. He is acting more weird than usual. Which is saying something for that dude. The other day he was screaming about the frogs being turned gay. I don't quite know what that was all about, but, you know. It's what happens. He's gone stir crazy, you know? Happens. People being locked up in this place. Check out my hat, guys. I am the pinnacle of fashion. Look at that. Don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me? If you can meditate, it can help you a lot with. I cannot meditate for fuck. I cannot turn my brain off. But the government is pissed and want to tax it. Oh god, if the government taxed my brain, fuck, dude. I mean, that would be a wasted tax. Like, just because it's running doesn't mean it's like operational. You know what I mean? It's like it's on, but it's not really doing anything. Did you hear? It's not really doing anything. It's running, but that's it. Maybe he needs a cup of tea to help him, or some G Fuel. I think G Fuel would actually make it worse. He needs some, like, peppermint green tea. Gandalf. Less so Gandalf. He's not really a Gandalf.
As you desire.
He's more of a Dumbledore. Oh shit, let's talk to a Templar. Hey!
I really shouldn't be talking while on duty.
Hey!
I really shouldn't be talking while on duty.
How are you doing? Hey! Hello? Hey there!
Yes, is there something you
need?
need?
This one will talk to me. That's a big door.
Yes, it is. Do you need something, or are you just here to state the obvious?
Can you open the door?
The Knight Commander would have my head if I did that. Besides, I hear it takes no less than 4 grown men to open this door.
Is this the only way out the tower? Do you know of another way out the tower? Like another big door?
The only safe one, as far as I know. There are windows on the higher levels, but surely you don't need me to warn you of the dangers of leaping from them. It never ends.
Yeah,
well.
There's a guy in Morrowind that tried doing that. Didn't end well for him either. And unlike Morrowind, we don't have levitation spells in this game. So what's out there?
For Eldon, it's not very interesting. Mostly farms, the occasional river.
I love this fucking conversation. Can I leave the tower?
No, you may not. I'm surprised you ask.
Hey, you can't help a man for trying.
This idea by now.
Why can't I leave? I've just passed the harrowing.
Only mages on official circle business are allowed to leave the tower. And the first enchanter has not
the best god. I love this. I love this guy. It's great, isn't it? I should get going.
Make a smile fortune on you.
See, this is completely fucking pointless. There's no point to that whatsoever outside of a bit of world building. But I like that they include it, especially the mage next to him that just starts fucking yawning, fed up, when you try to keep talking to him. It's great. I love it. Hey, look. See, we'd be fine if we went here. We'd just play chess all day, and you'd kick my ass. Let's quick save. let's move on. Oh. Oh, no, I have been here, haven't I? Ooh, no, I haven't. Alright, let's walk around and see if we've missed anything around here. Ooh, there's a chest over here. Don't mind me nicking somebody's shit. 10 copper. I'll have that. That's the kind of silly shit that they used to include in RPGs that they just don't anymore. It's completely pointless, but there's been some effort put into it, you know? It's not just some random shit. There's actually a little bit of effort. Like, proper voice lines have been recorded just for that. Alright.
Must control the fire
this is
with
fun.
your will. Keep the
You'll
flames
enjoy
steady.
this.
We don't want it sputtering and leaping about. That's what causes most of the injuries.
Injuries? But...
Steady. It reacts to your emotions. If you panic, it will... No. Breathe. You know, in my experience,
I love that
flint
shit,
and
man.
tinder works just as well. Maybe we should start with that.
I am the fire fury, I set things on fire. They shall burn, they shall burn. You shall learn how things do burn. That's an old throwback.
Good day to you.
This is hard.
Yeah. Okay, now that guy's not going to be doing his harrowing anytime soon.
We're all really happy for you.
I saw a bucket. Where's the bucket? I see no bucket.
Do any of you remember what the chantry says about magic?
Magic must serve man, and not rule over him.
Very
Here we
good.
are,
And
teaching
what
the
do
new
you think that
apprentices,
means? Can anyone
indoctrinating them into the religion.
Boys can do magic. Hey!
Only boys can
No,
do
that's
magic.
not
You're
true.
cancelled, mate.
It means that magic
You
should be used
fucking
to help people,
sexist.
but we can't use our
Kill him!
magic to...
Kill him! He's
force
performed the
people to
worst
do
sin
what
in the
we want.
world.
That's right. We should not abuse the gift.
I hear
the Mother
Irving's
has
waiting
given
to give you
us.
your mage robes.
Aren't the children just precious?
No. Although, okay, there is something about Dragon Age children that's adorable. I think this is the only game in existence with children in it that I do actually find cute. But yeah, they're like the opposite of Skyrim's.
The Templars scare me. They always look so mean.
Although there is one child later on in the game that annoys the fuck out of me because she will not shut the fuck up.
Of course.
But yeah.
Concentrate. Hold the shield.
Oh.
If I had put all my power behind that spell, you would have been obliterated. I am not your enemy. Fear is your enemy. It is a weakness that can be exploited. Should you face a demon with your will wavering so, it would consume you. Is that what you want? No. Then stand firm and know you can resist whatever I throw at you. Again.
This is actually what inspired my my religious werewolf character, in that it was like extreme stoicism and will. Like, he put up with legitimately abusive bullshit in his order, because quite frankly, if that wasn't part of his order, they would just lose fucking control. They turn into werewolves and they go on a killing spree. They will be a danger for everyone. They were a ticking time bomb. So he put up with emotional abuse and all kinds of shit in his order because he felt as if it would protect people from them, because they had this innate dangerous trait in them, being werewolves, that, you know, they could lose their shit at any point and go fucking ballistic. Again, just like these guys, if they get emotional and fall to a demon, they can level an entire fucking city. So, yeah. Kill the brats. Oh my god, I remember the fire video in Minecraft. Yeah, back when I recorded with a toaster. Alright, we're gonna have 19 in magic, and we're gonna have a bit of constitution, because I do want some fucking health, because I am gonna be in the thick of battle at some point. So, we'll do that for now. We'll get the next stage of Walking Bomb. Death Siphon. While this mode is active, the caster draws in nearby entropic energy, draining residual power from dead enemies in order to restore the caster's mana. Very nice. It's a nice ability to have. I'll activate that when there's more dead people around. So yeah, I'm just taking all this in.
All right.
This is like, out of all the runs I've done in Dragon Age, this is the area I've seen the most, purely because I love playing a mage in this game. I really do. If I had to just chuck fucking spells and be in a robe the entire time, I would hate it. But because it gives me these options, I do love it. It's fun. Here's Owain, by the way. This guy's tranquil. You'll see right away. I do think the later games do a better job at portraying tranquils. They really do. They go into the philosophy of a lot of the concepts in this game a lot more in the later games. In terms of philosophy and just culture and shit, Dragon Age 2 onwards does a far, far better job. Mechanically, this game is the most superior, but the other games do better in terms of world building.
Welcome to the Circle's stockroom of magical items. My name is Owain. How may I assist you?
Live long and prosper. So what's the stockroom for?
The stockroom stores components used in magical and alchemical experiments. Do you require something?
Are you really a tranquil mage? I'm sorry to pry. It's interesting.
I voluntarily submitted to the right of tranquility. I was unwilling to undergo the harrowing. I find this state agreeable.
Don't you think what they did to you was cruel?
Tranquility has its merits. I see the world with clarity. I remember the days when my mind was filled with inconvenient and seething emotions. Now things are simple.
A bit of harrowing truth right here. When it was first suggested for me to go on antidepressants, I'm not on them anymore, by the way, but when it was first suggested to me to go on antidepressants, I was fucking terrified of being this. I was terrified of being this. When in reality, they just simply stabilized my emotions. They didn't remove them. I was really terrified of being this, losing everything that I am. What's becoming tranquil like?
It is difficult to describe. I would perhaps compare it to being plunged into a pool of ice-cold water.
What happened during the rite?
I was ordered to never speak of it. I cannot go against the Circle's wishes.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say that because that's retarded. Like, that, you don't say that to someone. I should go.
Very well. Goodbye.
Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much. Yeah, the tranquils are they're not pleasant, and as you can see, they're basically just used like as fucking manual labor slaves. I don't like them. Oh well, not that I don't like them. I don't like the practice. I understand why they do it, but it's uncomfortable.
Oh, hello. I don't believe we've met. Are you new to the Circle?
You might remember me as an apprentice?
I'm sorry. There are so many of you, and I get confused. Not to mention, these old eyes are starting to go.
No worry, my friend. Maybe someone could help you fix them? Surely there's a magical way.
You're too kind. I'm old and about to fall apart. Nothing in the world can fix that.
Magic could. Who knows what it's capable of?
Not any magic I'd be caught doing. Anyway, did you need something?
I just wanted to say hi.
I'm not good at talking. Too much chatter makes my head throb. Don't you have lessons to get to? Shoo!
Get off my lawn! My feet hurt. See what else we got around here.
Not likely.
I just love all the bullshit you can do around here.
It came to that.
The four schools of magic.
I think someone's here to speak to you, Senior Torren.
Hey there.
Hello. Congratulations on your harrowing last night. Good work.
I like your beard. It's very, very stylish. Well, what is it I've just caught you talking about?
Oh, the fraternities of the enchanters. You probably haven't heard of them. It's best not to get tangled up in circle politics. More trouble than it's worth, really.
Tell me about them. I'm curious. I like politics. Technically, I hate it, but you know, I'm interested.
They're found in all circles throughout Thedas. Groups of enchanters who hold similar viewpoints, who band together to make their voices heard. The most influential fraternity are the Equitarians. They are moderates and believe in a code of conduct that all mages should
I'm
adhere
sorry,
to.
but my neck's
Then
broken.
there are the Chantry apologists, the loyalists. The Chantry says something and they follow it to the letter.
Oh, the worst
The
ones.
Recrusians just want to make money. And the Isolationists would like us all to be hermits and live on an island. Then, of course, there are the Libertarians. They want more power for the Circle, more autonomy.
See, I kind of like the isolationists, because at least the isolationists would allow us to find a place somewhere out there for us to colonize and live our own lives and build a society without us risking other people. If we fuck up our own society, that's one thing, but if we fuck up everyone else, then that's something different. Which do you belong to?
Well, if I had to, I'd say I was an Equitarian, but I ducked out of the fray a long time ago. Most of the senior enchanters are Equitarians. Irving, Wynne, Sweeney. Ulrid's a Libertarian, and a loud one at that.
Ain't they usually?
Mages have enough opposition from the outside without tearing our circles apart with infighting. But what can you do?
I wish it would give you an option to say which one you'd prefer. Oh, giving up won't help anyone.
An idealist, I see. Well, if you're going to change the world, you should get started immediately. Lots of world...
If you only knew!
Hello, were you looking for something?
What are you talking about the other mage about?
Oh, the fraternities. Groups of mages with a common agenda. I think we should all be isolationists.
Hey!
Stay in some remote mountain town, far away from the mundanes who hate us.
You know what? I completely agree.
I'd go hide alone in the wilds if I could. But you know they just brand me an apostate and hunt me down.
Yeah, me too, mate.
There is no leaving the circle. It's till death do us part. Romantic, isn't it?
I like this guy. So who are you?
I'm Njal, a mage just
Njal.
like you. I've seen you around, haven't I? I must have.
I'm sorry, I can't stay to chat.
Alright, have a good day.
Yeah, I kind of agree with him, man. I would definitely... I think an isolationist would be the best thing, because, again, it gives us our freedom, but it also means, like, okay, if we fuck up, there's far less of a chance for us to hurt the general population. I think it's the best way, man.
You need something. If not, step back.
I agree. Learn shapeshift a bird and then heaven. Yeah, man, just go to the wilds and fuck around as a bird. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll leave you alone.
Good day.
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt your reading, man.
Delighted.
Tranquil. Just picking up some lore because it gives me a bunch of experience. The hierarchy of the circle, huh? Yeah, sorry if this is a bit dull, by the way. That's one thing I'm a bit paranoid about this series, because I'm literally just walking around exploring and having fun, but there's a bit of this. It's like a traditional RPG, so there's a lot of walking around, exploring, clicking on things, and not really doing much. You can occasionally interact with people and do things, and like I'll do that when I can, but because, you know, I want every advantage, I do want to explore as much and get as much as possible to kind of help me out in the long run. That's the goal, at least. Oh, an apprentice cowl. Am I already wearing one of them? I am. Cool, I've got a secondary one. I can give that to my companions later on down the line. There's also something I'll be doing later on that I'm sure will amuse you guys. In terms of armor. A little bit of min-maxing. Yeah. Min-maxing in a sense. Oh, it's far from dull. I'm already feeling better. Sorry, great. I'm happy about that, man. I'm good. It's good to hear. Because this is very different from, as I said last time, it's very different from Skyrim. It's a lot less chaotic, and as such, it's more reliant on me. And I do not have the greatest amount of confidence in me being entertaining. So it's nice to hear that it is actually fun to watch. So,
greetings.
Cullen is a kind of an
Heroin
underrated
well.
character. Remember Cullen. We'll be seeing him later. This is by far one of the more interesting side characters. He also shows up in Dragon Age 2. Really interesting character. I honestly would like to have seen more from Cullen. Because he honestly sounds like the kind of character I'd play in tabletop. In fact, there's my last character, Morgan Muffle, is very much like him in personality. Extremely jaded. Yeah, I wasn't exactly looking forward to being run through either.
Some Templars I know discuss such things with glee. I don't share their enthusiasm. I try to serve the Maker first and foremost. As long as I am guided by his commandments, I cannot go wrong. Honestly, I've never seen an abomination, or been called on to slay one.
You don't know what an abomination can look like?
As I said, I've never seen one, but when someone becomes an abomination, something must happen. But what if it's not obvious?
It's not obvious,
Could
actually.
be walking among us right now.
Not until they reveal themselves. It's a lot like the Thing, to be truthful. It's a lot like the Thing. I'm sure there are no abominations here.
This is still new to me. Maybe one day I'll be as dedicated and driven as Knight Commander Gregor.
He is a very dedicated man, that's true.
You must be busy. Perhaps we can talk another time.
You know what? I'd like that. You're a decent paladin, Templar. Yeah. Unfortunately, I think the closest parallels this can come to, and it's an uncomfortable parallel, but it's real-life police. There's a lot of abuse that goes on in circles. We're talking grooming, repeated rapes, slavery, other kinds of emotional and physical abuse. There's some really shitty Templars out there because they're in a position of power and authority, and it's abused. There are good Templars, but it is kind of a case like the police where all Templars are bastards. There are those that are actual bastards, and there are those that stand by and do nothing when fuggish shit happens around them. And then there are those like Cullen, who are legitimately trying to do the right thing, but are completely fucking oblivious to the other shit that goes around them. It's probably the closest parallel we've got. Shit gets dark, man, with the Templars. So you can understand why the mages are locked up because of how dangerous they are, but at the same time, you can understand why they wouldn't like it. And in later games, they actually revolt.
Of course.
In fact, the whole plot of Dragon Age Inquisition, one of the plots of Dragon Age Inquisition is the fact that there is a war going on between Templars and mages. They have both gone to extremes and have gone fucking mental. Don't worry if the game is slow. It's an RPG after all. If I stream Xenoblade, 90% of the game would be sad. Yeah, that's true. And I'd still enjoy it because, you know, you're a friend and it's just nice talking to you. I suppose that's the thing. It's like Dark Souls. I really enjoyed your Dark Souls stream because it was just fun joking with you and talking with you while you're playing the game. So, yeah, that's fair enough.
As you desire.
Oh, it's you. I hear Irving's looking for you.
Play the Switch remake, way better than the 3DS port. Don't have the Switch port. Hopefully it goes on sale at some point. I'm tempted to do the same myself, to be honest, with the new one coming out. I really want to play Xenoblade at some point. I really do. Because it looks great. It really does look great. And I love how it's basically got the fucking persona or stand thing going on with it by the looks of it. It's cool. Very cool. Okay, so we're in the chapel here.
And so I shall.
The rite of annulment, altar. The founding of the chantry. Ooh.
Blessed art thou who exists in the sight of the Maker.
I'm not gonna interrupt her prayer.
Blessed are the penitents who seek his return. Blessed is the prophetess, purified by flame. May the chant reach.
I like how fucking gormless my character looks. He's like,
Oh, I didn't see that.
Hello, pretty lady.
I recite the Maker's blessings every day. It brings me peace in troubled times.
Are you troubled?
No, not really. It's just... I don't want to bore you with this.
I'm sure it isn't boring, and hey, maybe I can help.
It gives me hope that one day the Maker will hear us. That maybe I'll be forgiven and my curse will be lifted.
Curse?
Magic. What else?
I can understand where you're coming from. Magic has made me suffer as well, but it's a double-edged sword, but I understand where you're coming from.
Magic causes such misery. It's dangerous and vile and wicked. The Chantry must protect the world from us. Being born with something so terrible must be a punishment. I wish I could be rid of it.
See, that I'd go too far, because humanity is full of awful shit. Magic is just one facet of it. You could make use of your abilities. Help people. Shit! In all honesty, like, that could be what I do. Like, I could see myself becoming a healer in this world, or... I'll be honest, shapeshifting, if I could unlock that, I'd do it in a heartbeat. I'd spend most of my time running around as an animal, but, like, healing would be great. Imagine what you could do with healing, man.
That doesn't take magic. If I could, I would dedicate my life to the Chantry.
Yeah, it doesn't take
magic,
but magic can also help.
This is just something I will have to suffer
You can patch up a wound with bandages, but you can also heal a wound magically. It's a hell of a lot faster and less invasive. Yeah. The Prophet Andraste. This is important. Oh fuck, this is long. So essentially Andraste is Jesus. Okay, it's not that long. There was once a tiny fishing village on the waking sea that was set upon by the Tevinter Imperium, which enslaved the villagers to be sold in the markets of Minfranius. Well, I butchered that more likely. Leaving behind only the old and the infirm. One of the captors was the child Andraste. She was raised in slavery in a foreign land. She escaped, then made the long and treacherous journey back to her homeland alone. She rose from nothing to be the wife of an Altmiri warlord. Each day, she sang to the gods, asking them to help her people who remained slaves in Tevinter. The false gods of the mountains and the winds did not answer her, but the true God did. Now right there you can see the writing of history from the victors. The fact is that what we're about to read here may not actually be true. It's simply what this religion said happens. But more than likely some event like this, with elements of this, did actually happen in the past. Andraste was probably a real person, but it's been twisted by religion. The Maker spoke. He showed her all the works of his hands, the Fade, the world, and all the creatures therein. He showed her how men had forgotten him, lavishing the devotion upon mute idols and demons, and how he had left them to their fate. But her voice had reached him, and so captivated him that he had offered her a place at his side, that she might rule all of creation. But Andraste would not forsake her people. She begged the Maker to return, to save his children from the cruelty of the Imperium. Reluctantly, the Maker agreed to give man another chance. Andraste went back to her husband, Meraf, and told him that the Maker had revealed to her together. They rallied against the Altmiri. They rallied the Altmiri and marched forth against the Mage Lords of the Imperium, and the Maker was with them. The Maker's sword was creation itself. Fire and flood, famine and earthquake. Everywhere they went, as Andraste sang to the people of the Maker, and they heard her. The ranks of Andraste's followers grew until they were a vast tide washing over the Imperium. And when Mayfref saw that the people loved Andraste and not him, a worm grew within his heart, gnawing upon it. At last the armies of Andraste and Mayfref stood before the very gates of Minrafrus, but Andraste was not with them. For Mayfraf had schemed in secret to hand Andraste over to Tevinter. For this, the Archon would give Mayfraf all the lands of the south of the Waking Sea. And so, before all the armies of the Altmiri and of Tevinter, Andraste was tied to a stake and burned, while her earthly husband turned his armies aside and did nothing. For his heart had been devoured, but as he watched the pyre, the Archon softened. He took pity on Andraste, and drew his sword and granted her the mercy of a quick death. The Maker wept for his beloved. Curse Mayfref, curse mankind for their betrayal, and turned once again from creation, taking only Andraste with him. And Our Lady sits still at his side, where she still urges him to take pity on his children. Because of the corruption of man and the evil of magic, the Maker turned his back on us. Interesting, huh? Hey, the Maker.
I heard about your harrowing. Congratulations. Andraste must have smiled upon you.
The remake has better music, art style, and he wanted it to be expert merge, which he's still trying to sorry. Xenoblade 2 is my fave of all the Xenoblades.
Yeah, I suppose Xenoblade 2 will be a case if they've learned from the first game and they've like implemented those changes. I've got to play those games at some point. I really should.
Many have already gone to Ostagar. Wynne, Aldred, and most of the senior mages. We've committed enough of our own to this war effort.
Your own? Since when have you felt such kinship with the mages, Gregor? Or are you afraid to let the mages out from under Chantry's supervision, where they can actually use their Maker-given powers?
How dare you suggest?
Gentlemen, please. Irving,
there's the Chad. Fucking Duncan in all his glory. You gotta love him. First Enchanter?
Ah, if it isn't our new brother in the circle. Come, child.
This is...
Yes, this is he.
Well, Irving, you're obviously busy. We will discuss this later.
Of course. Well, then, where was I? Oh, yes, this is Duncan of the Grey Wardens.
A Grey Warden? In the tower?
Grey Wardens go wherever duty sends them.
You've heard about the war brewing to the south, I expect. Duncan is recruiting mages to join the King's army at Ostagar.
Who exactly are we fighting? I'm not exactly, keen to join a noble in his fight for land.
The Darkspawn threat grows in the south. We need all the help we can get.
Wait, what are Darkspawn? I've never heard about those in the books.
They are twisted monsters that dwell underground where the sun's light cannot touch them. They have formed into a horde in the Korkari Wilds and threaten to invade north into the valley. I fear if we don't drive them back, we may see another blight.
Duncan, you worry the poor lad with talk of blights and darkspawn. This is a happy day for him.
We live in troubled times, my friend.
Don't we
We
always?
should seize moments of levity.
Don't we always?
Especially in
Fuck
troubled
me, man.
times. The harrowing is
The
behind
past
you.
few years,
Your
I think
phylactery was sent
2016
to
onwards
Denerim.
at least has
You
been harrowing.
are
And I'm not just saying that because of
mage
Orange
within
Man
the
bad, like,
circle of
it's more than
magi.
just him. Like, things have always been chaotic, but fuck. My leash, you mean?
Now, child, it's not that bad.
Dunkin' Donuts!
What
yes!
is this phylactery?
Blood is taken from
best,
all
sweetest
apprentices when
donut
they
there could
first
be.
come to the tower.
I love Dunkin', man.
And is preserved. We've all been through it, child.
So they can be hunted if they turn apostate.
We have
See,
few
can you see the venom in his voice, sir?
gift
He
of
really
magic
doesn't like that.
Is looked upon with
I like Duncan.
suspicion and fear. We must prove we are strong enough to handle our power responsibly.
Which, to be honest, I agree
You
with.
have done this. I present you with your robes, your staff, and a ring bearing the Circle's insignia. Wear them proudly, for you have earned them.
I've got to admit, that would feel awesome. Like, passing this test and having, like, new robes, a new staff, and a ring. Being like, so everyone around you can see, yeah, you did it. You've earned your place. You're someone that can be trusted with magic, at least to an extent. So, yeah, I there's something about that would be uplifting.
Xenoblade 2 can be a bit hard, but get into it like the first game, they restrict you quite a bit until Chapter 3.
So, I guess... Is it one of those things where it's like they railroad you a bit more, but it saves you kind of going crazy a little bit? Because actually, speaking of Dragon Age, that's kind of the problem with Dragon Age... Well, one of the problems with Dragon Age Inquisition. One of the worst and most boring open world areas is the very first one you go to. And if you're like me and you like to complete everything in an area before moving on, that becomes a slog. So I can understand them kind of railroading you a little bit, so you get to the open area and explore later on down the line once you've actually got yourself set. So what happens now?
Patience, child. You have been through an ordeal. Let us not rush things. It goes without saying that you shall not discuss the harrowing with those who have not undergone the rite. Now then, take your time to rest, or study in the library. The day is yours.
Very well. I'll certainly look up these Darkspawn. I'll go to the library.
I will return to my quarters.
Would you be so kind as to escort Duncan back to his room, child?
It would be a pleasure. I would actually love to hear about his order.
The guest quarters are on the east side of this floor, close to the library. Now, if you'll both excuse me, I have matters to discuss with Gregor.
Alright. I honestly like to imagine that Gregor and Irving are actually in a relationship. They have this kind of like... They have this real friendship, but that their duties kind of get mixed in. Like, they have their sparks where they're, like, obviously Gregor is a Templar, Irving is a mage, but they do legitimately, both of them try their best to do the right thing in accordance to their people and their beliefs. They're really good people, but I do like to think that they have a bit of a relationship going on. I just think the idea is cute.
Thank you for walking with me. I'm glad for the company.
I actually wanted to talk to you a little bit more.
Yes? What about?
Have there been many of these Darkspawn attacks?
A horde has formed within the Korkari Wilds in the south. If they are not stopped, they will strike north into the valley. We Grey Wardens believe that an archdemon is leading the horde.
An archdemon?
Darkspawn do attack the surface in ragtag bands, but archdemons are capable of rallying the Darkspawn, turning them into an unstoppable force. A horde of Darkspawn,
A veritable army. It is dire news indeed. I fear this is what we will have to face.
And the king is mustering an army to beat back this threat.
Yes. Perhaps it will be enough if we play our cards right.
I thought the Darkspawn were destroyed in the last Blight. Let's ignore the fact that I said I didn't know what they were.
We can't seem to eradicate them completely. Somehow they always come back.
Yeah, it's a lot linear because a lot of people get very confused how to play the original Xenoblade 1 on the Wii, and slowly made it easier to understand in Xenoblade 2, and slowly made the combat faster as play the game.
Okay, fair enough. I think, to be honest, I think that's better design, personally speaking. So, yeah. So, what was Grandmaster Irving and Gregor arguing about about the war?
It is not my place to comment.
Please, I'd like to know. Trust me, I can keep it to myself.
Gregor serves the Chantry, and the relationship between the Chantry and mages has always been strained. You've realized by now that the Chantry merely tolerates magic? They watch only because they feel they must.
Yeah, but they were arguing about the war.
Any mages who join the King's army can unleash their full power on the Darkspawn. In fact, I'm counting on it. Gregor may be afraid of what will happen. What if the mages decide they no longer want to be governed by the Chantry?
So what are your opinions on the matter?
I believe we must defeat the Darkspawn, one way or another. My opinions end there.
He's very pragmatic. Alright, well, we should continue on our way.
Yes, let's.
I really like Duncan. I just think he's a really cool character. He's extremely pragmatic. He's devoted to his cause. He's a good person, but he still does what must be done. Hey there, Cullen.
I hope you are well.
Hey, you too, buddy. He's a good person, but he still does what must be done in order to, you know, for his duty, which sometimes includes things that seem kind of shitty.
Thank you for
but
escorting.
Yeah, he is a good person. Oh, hey there, Jowan.
I'm glad I caught up to you. Are you done talking with Irving?
Hello again, my friend. Last week you wake up the warden in me, and now I have all free Dragon Age on PC, and thank God for Dragon Age Keep.
Yeah, Dragon Age Keep is such a real cool thing. Especially like if you're going through different platforms like I do. So yeah, Dragon Age Keep is fantastic. I really hope they don't get rid of that. Or if they do, they implement, like, at some point in the future, if they ever group together all the Dragon Age games and release them like they did with Mass Effect, which I really hope they do. I'm hoping they include Dragon Age Keep. Imagine Dragon Age Keep within, like, those, just within a collection. Oh, that would be amazing. I love this game, man, though. Like, Dragon Age 2 has its problems, but like I was saying before, it does a much better job at world building, and it really dives into the philosophy of a lot of the other things like the mages and the Qunari and things like that. I think it does a better job at world building, but Origins is by far the most mechanically sound of the games. There's more options, there's more things you can do in the game, whereas the later games become far more brain dead, quite frankly. But I hope you have fun with it. What are you playing, by the way? What Origin are you going with? What build are you planning to play? Are you going through another personal crisis?
Very funny. I need to talk to you. Do you remember what we discussed this morning?
Why are you whispering? It looks very suspicious. What are you planning, Jarwin?
Shh! I just want to make sure we're not overheard. We should go somewhere else. I don't feel safe talking here.
You're starting to worry me, dude.
I've been troubled.
Ain't
I'll
that
explain.
the truth?
Come with me, please.
Fine, fine, fine. Let's go.
We should be safe here.
Alright. What the hell's going on here?
A few months ago, I told you that I met a girl. This is Lily.
Okay. Oh, fuck, that fat cow. Oh my god, that's awful. I was beginning to doubt her existence, to be honest.
I was afraid to tell anyone. Lily was becoming a chantry priest. She's taken vows. Lily's been given to the chantry. She's not allowed to have relations with men. If anyone finds out, we'll both be in trouble.
It's fine if you do it in the butt. You know, up the butt if you like Jesus. Alright, I'm just recovering from that one. So, did you bring me here just to talk about your affair? I don't care, man. Just, you do you. As long as you're not hurting anyone, I really don't care.
I wish that was the only thing I needed to talk about.
Joe needs some
Remember
space-age music to help his nerves.
To give me my harrowing?
Joe and waifu is real. This is my
Make me
waifu.
tranquil. They'll take everything that I am from me. My dreams.
I kind of want to play Enya.
My love for Lily.
Enya
all
helped me
gone.
with my anxiety, my friends. My friend, if you just when I used to play World of Warcraft, I would get so like anxious because I was so self-conscious about my ability in that game that I would get super stressed out, and the more stressed out I would get, I would make more mistakes. So when I was actually raiding, I would listen to Enya to help chill me out so I could go purely silent and focus on what I was doing. You may actually see that in some of my World of Warcraft kind of like raid compilation videos that I did back in I think Battle for Azeroth. No, it was Legion. Battle for Azeroth is when it went downhill. Legion was fucking fat. Legion was the best expansion since Wrath of the Lich King. Putting that out there. Okay, fair enough, that sounds terrible. Although, you do a hell of a lot of feeling.
They'll extinguish my humanity. I'll just be a husk, breathing and existing, but not truly living.
How the hell did you find out about this?
I saw the document on Gregor's table. It authorized the right on Jowen, and Irving had signed it.
Yeah, because he knows how emotionally unstable he is. Like, I'm sorry, but if there's anyone that's gonna blow up and fucking kill everyone around him, it's Jowen. He's so emotionally unstable. Like, I get it. It's horrible, but I get it. So, what are you gonna do?
I need to escape. I need to destroy my phylactery. Without it, they can't track me down. We need your help. Lily and I can't do this on our own.
Give us your word that you will help, and we will tell you what we intend.
Whoa, 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 wait. I need to think this over.
I suppose that's fair, but please give us your answers soon. Time is running out.
I'll go and study the Darkspawn and I'll return. Okay? Just give me a chance to think about this. This is a big thing we're doing here. Don't mind me. Oh, before I do that, actually, let's come here and help her out. We need some action.
Yes?
So what's that big door over there?
That leads to the Circle's cavern storerooms. There are caves running
I was like
through the
that
rock
in
that
the
Circle is
Halo
built
days
upon.
when I
But
was in a
of course
clan.
you know
Always got a
this.
bit stressed out. I don't play well if I didn't play well for my team. Let help him. He your bro. He isn't really my bro. He's just a guy I was talking to whilst I was here. You know, he was listening to My Chemical Romance whilst I was listening to fucking Powerwolf. You know, we're not the same. But yeah, no, I get it, man. Like, because that's the thing, you don't want to let your team down. You know, you want to be the best you can be in a team game. Can I look inside the cavern? Be kind of cool.
No, I can't let anyone in there just now.
Why is that?
There are just things in there that I would prefer to keep safe.
And keep safe. Aren't the circle stores meant to be used?
Yes, but I am in the midst of stock taking, checking inventory, and I can't let anyone in there in case they mess things up. Yes.
So why are you out here and not in there?
Because I am taking a break. I hate the musty smell of caves, and Look, I'll tell you the truth. Just keep it to yourself. There is an infestation of spiders in the caves.
Oh God!
I don't know how they got
spiders! A terrible army of spiders!
I was promoted to senior enchanter less than a fortnight ago, and I
Thumbs
don't
up
want
if you get the
anyone to find
reference.
out. They'll think I'm incompetent.
Well, are you?
Well, I hope not. I mean, no. I'm a good mage. I've just been so busy with my.
I bet she's got a
duties, I haven't had
hentai
time
collection
to
in
clear out
there.
the
I
infestation.
mean, spiders? If she's into that, I've got questions. I suppose I could be up for some spider killing.
If you cleared them out for me, I would owe you a favor. A big one.
Is that all?
I really have nothing to offer you. There are things in the storerooms, of course, but I'm not at liberty to just give them away.
Alright, sure, I'll do it.
Wonderful. Here is the key. Oh, and be careful in there. I'd really like to keep the damage done to the Circle's property to a minimum.
Alright, let's go hunting speeders. Little bit of action for a change, huh?
Classic line.
Alright then. Charm of Still Waters. Oh shit, I've just remembered. We've got extra shit, don't we? We've got a magic staff, which is better for, like, it gives me a bonus to magic, which I'd actually prefer. It looks cooler as well. We've got a proper mage robes, which gives us a bonus to magic as well. We'd be using the apprentice cult. We've got the Ring of Study, which also boosts magic. So we're magicked up right now. We're full on magic. All the magic. Ooh, Spirit Charm. That's like Spirit Defense, isn't it? Oh, Fire Resistance. Okay. That actually might be useful later on down the line. Yeah, we're just in a basic cave. We're going to shoot some speeders. Oh, actually, while I'm here, let's activate this. There we go. Boom. Death Siphon. We'll gain mana from dead bodies around us, which will be useful in combat, because our shit regenerates slower. I love that Nostalgia Critic episode. Spiders! A terrible army of spiders!
Alright.
I love the way the spiders look in this game. They're so cute. Oh, I fucking exploded. You ever play Fallout and go for, like, the bloody mess perk? That's literally what that is. It's fucking amazing. I love it. Oh, here's the jumping spider mode.
It's so
Oh, creepy.
precious the
This
way
one's
you
so
go
creepy.
off.
Look at that face, man. Oh, it's creepy. I hate it. The pudgy ones are cute. This one's terrible. I suppose it's more of a wolf spider, really, isn't it? It's a wolf spider. These ones are kind of cute, but it's the other ones that are horrible. It's their eyes, mainly. There's something about their eyes that... Ugh.
Now this is more like it! How wonderful!
Look. Yeah, that's another pain in the ass with this game as well. Sometimes when you kill an enemy, it takes a while for you to be able to loot them. It's really annoying. One good thing about this magic ability, however, is it kind of speeds up the level at which they become lootable for some reason. So that's fun. Let's hit it with Walking Ball again, just because it's fun. Boom! That's so fucking satisfying. Oh, I love it. And again, when we update it, oh, here's the creepy one. When we update it, and it starts to affect multiple groups. Oh shit! Oh shit! All right, get off me! Get off me! Fuck off! No! Ah. That I didn't have enough magic.
I want a pet spider. You can actually get a pet spider in this, so we might get that at some point. I miss the old Nostalgia Critic. I do like the new ones, but the old ones had so much charm to them. Yeah, I do miss the old kind of gonzo-style recording that you just don't see anymore. There's another example of that happening.
Delighted.
Spiders have never creeped me out in a video game, unless you're talking about the ones in System Shock 2. Constant. I've never seen them. The only spiders to creep me out in a video game, like legitimately creep me out, are Frostbite spiders. Skyrim's Frostbite spiders seem to have every fucking creepy aspect of spiders. Like, here's the thing, I'm arachnophobic, but I actually find spiders cute and beautiful. In fact, I follow a lot of exotic animal channels. Let me show you, actually, what I mean. Jumping spider. In fact, I find jumping spiders so cute that I'm not frightened of them. They're the only form of spider I'm not frightened of. Why do I find it so hard to say that word? Frightened of. We have a spider actually native to the UK here. You can find jumping spiders in most places where you can find spiders. Most countries have at least one form of jumping spider, and our form is the zebra jumping spider. This is the one we have in our country. Let's see, and I think it's adorable. I think that thing is absolutely fucking adorable. They're teeny tiny. They're absolutely tiny. And as you watch them, they have really good eyesight. And as you watch them, you can see them looking around like this. And they look a lot like birds. You ever watch birds exploring their environment? They're like this. They move in a similar way. They're really cute. You know, and then we've got and then some morphs of spiders. Like if I type in, oh, well, what's the name of that one? There's an electric blue, I think it's called. Let's see, electric blue tarantula. Electric blue tarantula. Yeah, here we go. So this thing has like iridescent legs. So when the light shines on them in a particular way, it really comes out. Like, look how gorgeous that is. And spiders are full of personality. Tarantulas are full of personality. For those of you who are curious, by the way, the difference between a spider and tarantula is not the size. Tarantulas are more... spiders are more developed creatures. They're more evolved creatures. Tarantulas... These are their fangs. Tarantulas can only do this. They can only puncture. Spiders, however, have control over their fangs. They can move them independently, whereas a tarantula cannot. That's the major difference. So you can actually see by the way they move. A tarantula is more likely to do this, because it's getting ready to strike. Whereas a spider is more likely to do that. But, they're beautiful. A lot of tarantulas, a lot of spiders are absolutely fucking gorgeous, and they do not get the appreciation that they deserve. I'm arachnophobic, but I recognize it as an irrational fear. So I actually love spiders. I remember you showed me a video how to have a pet jumping spider. Yeah, they're cute. I love spiders, but I don't like them touching me. It's weird. Like, I'm the same, to be honest. But my faves are tarantulas. They're adorable. I had a tarantula once. I remember our friend Liam had a tarantula as well. I always told myself if I would get one, I would name it Aragog. Because I'm fucking predictable like that. If I was ever to have a pet, I would have a, pet jumping spider. Like, if I was ever to have a pet spider, the only one I could manage would be a jumping spider. I'm still too arachnophobic to have a pet of any of the others. But I could see myself having a pet jumping spider at some point. Especially considering the fact that they take up, like, no space whatsoever. I could have one back there on the shelf, no problem. As long as the room stayed warm enough, it'd be fine. They take up, like, no space whatsoever.
So yeah, I legitimately love spiders. I love spiders, I love tarantulas, I love a lot of exotic animals. Praying mantids as well are fucking beautiful and full of personality. A lot of people really, like, don't consider invertebrates, but a lot of insects and arachnids actually have a lot of personality, and that they can be unbelievably beautiful and even cute. They really don't get the credit they deserve.
As you desire.
The same thing goes for reptiles. You know, if I had the knowledge, and I wasn't frightened of hurting them or killing them by accident, I would have a pet. I would have like a pet lizard or something, like a leopard gecko or something like that. Looks like everything is killed in here. Yeah, I think we got everything. Cool. Our job is done.
I've got a pet tarantula. She's a cutie. I name mine after a giant spider boss in
Resident Evil. Nice. What's the name of that one from Zelda? That's a kind of creepy one as well. There's something about that one that was really creepy.
You're back. Are the spiders gone?
Yeah, I've dealt with your infestation.
Really? Oh, that's wonderful. You've saved my hide, I'm sure. And I owe you a favor, so if you need anything, I'll be here.
Ah, cool. Good to know. Alright, thanks.
Thanks again.
Yeah. Well, I got some free stuff whilst I was there. And let's remove this, because it'd be a bit... I'm sure it would make the Templars worry. So, we're gonna be that guy, and we're telling Irving. Because Jawin is a dumbass, and we're gonna be found out regardless because he's not exactly subtle. And the Templars are not exactly bad at their job. They're efficient. Brutally at times, but they're efficient. So, we're gonna be found out regardless. So, I want to at least tell him so he knows what's happening.
I trust you saw Duncan back to his quarters?
The Salatulas? That's what they're called in Zelda. Wall Salatulas are annoying.
I'm sure I'm butchering that pronunciation. Yes, I'm the course first enchanter.
I'm glad you met him. He's a most honorable man.
I agree, it was actually a privilege to have met him.
Grey Wardens are peerless warriors who sacrifice all for our sakes. We can learn much from them. Now, did you need something?
Why do you have books on blood magic on your desk?
I've removed them from the library. I was advised it might be unwise to leave them where any apprentice may read them. They
that
will be
is
put away
fair enough.
Somewhere very safe. Now, is there anything else?
Yeah, blood magic, for those of you who don't know, it's basically, as it suggests, it's using light force. So, when we cast spells, we derive the power from our will. You only have so much will. It's like working out. You know, you push yourself and push yourself, and eventually you can't push yourself anymore. You lose willpower. We all have a breaking point for our willpower. Well, that's what magic. It requires will, it requires concentration. At a certain point, you're going to lose that. Blood magic comes from your very vitality. So, imagine if you could sacrifice maybe, you know, a little bit of you to a little bit of your vitality in order to push yourself that bit more, you know what I mean? A lot of people would take that, but of course that can go to extremes. And the problem with blood magic is it's not just your vitality, it's someone else's. You can take it from other people. You can essentially kill people, drain them of their life force in order to power your own magic. And this is a class that you can choose in this game. Yeah, the Grey Wardens don't shy away. They use anything to take on the Darkspawn. So, essentially, it's typically a skill set learned from demons. So it tends to be frowned upon, because if you're going to learn this from demons, if you're the kind of person to do this, you're the kind of person that has consorted with demons and is probably going to become an abomination. So, when is Jowen gonna go for the harrowing?
When he is ready.
Really? Because he fears he's gonna be made tranquil.
And how does he know this? I suppose the young initiate he dallies about with revealed it to him. You think I didn't know? I did not become first enchanter by keeping my eyes and ears shut.
So why are you doing this to him?
Gregor says he has proof and eyewitness testimony that
Oh.
Jowen has been practicing blood magic.
It's a good job I've just explained blood
Say
magic.
more. Were it left to me, things might be different.
Speaking of Zelda, did you hear the new one got delayed? Yeah, I heard.
This rite of
Grey Wolf told me
tranquility
recently.
will happen.
I mean, it's Nintendo. It's par for the course with them. But let's be honest, if it was any other company, they'd just shove it out anyway. It's like, we might patch it in about 5 years. It's fine. Get the money for it now. They'll get over it. So I'd rather them hold it back and actually make it work properly. That's actually one thing I like about Nintendo. I'm happy to wait for a better game. Well, if that's the case and he's practicing blood magic, then you must know that he plans to escape the circle.
Oh, interesting. What more do you know?
I only know that he plans to destroy his phylactery.
And I suppose his lady friend is involved? Yes, she must be helping him. She would know more about the repository than he would. Do you know anything else?
No, I pretty much came directly to you.
I suspected Lily would tell him of the impending rite if she found out. But I never expected they would have the gall to break into the repository.
Yeah, I understand them, but I don't approve of them. That's a phrase I've said a lot. I actually say the same thing about the recent Will Smith incident. That man has basically been emotionally abused by his wife and cucked by his wife, and I see his recent actions as a moment of gaining some form of masculinity back, like to try and appease his snake of a wife. I do not remotely approve of it, and Chris Rock is a fucking chad for the way he just took it and acted like a professional for the rest of that. Like, proper fucking professional. Mad respect to Chris Rock. But, I disapprove of his actions, but I kinda get him. So, yeah. I felt that way about a lot of things.
Reporting him to Gregor and the Templars.
And
will
PlayStation have
accomplish
finally
nothing
given
beyond
into
what's
their
already
new
planned.
subscription
If the
info.
circle must punish
Info
one
on the
of
new
its
subscription.
own,
So what's the new
I
subscription
will
stuff
see
then?
the Chantry done the same courtesy. Lily will not walk free while my apprentice suffers.
I mean, she's just trying to save the man she loves. He's gonna have his humanity stripped from him then. You can't understand that?
She is also breaking every vow she ever took.
Fuck vows! Did she take the vows because she wanted to be a slave to the church, or did she take the vows because she thought she was being a good person by doing so? Would a good person allow someone they love to become a fucking husk? I don't think so. So what are you getting at?
If we mention her involvement, the Chantry will say that she was framed. No, she must be caught in the act.
I like how he knows the fucking, like, Templars bullshit as well. Or it's never their fault. Yeah, I suppose you're right. The Chantry would do the same to us in a fucking heartbeat.
If you want to survive, you must learn the rules and realize that sometimes sacrifices are necessary. Jowen will become tranquil, but Lily must also face the consequences of her actions. How did you learn of their plan? Do they trust you?
Yeah, Jowen told me their intentions, but I don't know the plan properly.
Then do this. Learn the plan and offer to help carry out their scheme. With solid proof of their crime, we can act.
I'm not really comfortable with deceiving them. As you can probably tell by the fact that I've come here, I'm not really one for bullshitting people around.
You felt comfortable enough to bring this to me. Do not shy from your duty now.
It's not about fucking duty, it's about doing the right thing, and bullshitting people is not the right thing. But I guess I'll do as you ask. Because he can't basically destroy his phylactery and go free if he's been practicing blood magic.
Go. Convince them you will risk all for their cause. I will be outside the repository with a contingent of Templars. Let them see the mischief into which their initiate led our student. Perform well, and your dedication will be rewarded.
Basically, plus, or if you play around £3 more than normal, you get PS Plus now included with it. So you can play PS4, PS5 games on it. Or if you get the top tier, which is £15 a month, you get everything above, and you get to play PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 games. So basically, they're copying Nintendo again, and Nintendo's bullshit. This is... It's funny how the only things companies copy from other people are gimmicks that are successful and really shitty predatory practices. But that's the way of things, I suppose.
Are you going to help us?
Yeah, I'm ready to help.
Thank you. We will never forget this.
Alright, so what do you intend to do?
I can get us into the repository, but there is a problem. There are 2 locks on the phylactery chamber door. The first enchanter and knight commander each hold 1 key. But it is just a door. There is power enough in this place to destroy all of Ferelden. What's a door to mages?
What if it's a magical door? It would stand to reason.
We have no choice. We cannot get our hands on both keys.
This is not a
I
very
once saw a
solid
rod
plan.
of fire melt through a lock. You could get one from the stockroom, but Owain doesn't release such things to apprentices.
Fair enough. I'll see if I can get one of these rods.
We should stay here. 1 mage at the stockroom will attract less attention than a mage, an apprentice, and an initiate.
Fair enough. You'd only
Good
slow
luck.
me down.
Our prayers go with you.
Right, well, we did help that woman out before, so let's ask her, because asking her would probably require less bureaucracy than going through one of the Tranquil. So that's what we're gonna do. Here she is.
It's good to see you again.
Hey, seen any sign of more spiders?
No, thank the Maker. You were pretty thorough. I don't think I could have done a better job.
Helping.
Thanks again.
Oh, well, maybe I can come back to her for something else. I thought I could actually use her for that, but maybe I'm forgetting something along the way. We'll figure out. Alright.
Welcome to the Circle's stockroom of magical items. My name is Owain.
Pretty
How may
much,
I
yeah.
assist
It's
you?
a weird mix between Game Pass and Nintendo's Online, really. But the new PS stuff, you don't really get day 1 games. Like they said, would hurt their games or some bullshit like that.
Oh yeah, because it's really hurt Microsoft big business practice to do it, has it? The fucking Game Pass is fantastic. It's like the closest thing to a Netflix of games we've had so far. Game Pass is great. It's really fucking good, actually. You know, like I'm fine. Like if you know, if I didn't have access to the other outlets, I would probably have Game Pass. If like if PC or Xbox was my only platform, yeah, you've got no doubt that I would get Game Pass. I do get it every now and again as well, depending on the games that are coming out. But it's a great system. But you know, I would rather buy the games that I want to play rather than spending an ever-growing amount of money in order to have access to them for now. Only for that to not be an option later on down the line when the servers close. So, I would like to get a Rod of Fire.
Rods of fire serve many purposes. Why do you wish to acquire this particular item?
I need the rod in my research into burning things.
Here is the form, Request for Rod of Fire. Have it signed and dated by a senior enchanter. I will release a rod to you once I have the signed form.
Ah, sure, I'll be back.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, so I could go to Irving, and he'd help me out with this. But I think that other woman is closer, so let's ask her. She's around here somewhere. Have I gone the wrong way? I've gone the wrong way, haven't I? Ah, here we go. Hey there!
It's good to see you again.
Hey, you owe me a favor, right? How about signing this?
A Rod of Fire? Oh, sure, I could sign that. What would it hurt?
Yeah. Hey, thank you very much.
Right. There you go. How's that?
Thank you.
It was a pleasure. You'll go far in the circle, I bet.
Yeah. How did this person become a senior enchanter when she's so goddamn naive? Yeah, well, never mind. Okay. Let's I should have gone the other way, really, shouldn't I? Whatever. We're here. We go in here. Okay.
Welcome to the Circle's stockroom of magical items. My name is Owain. How may I assist you?
Here's the signed form for the Rod of Fire.
Everything looks to be in order. Here is the rod you requested.
Thanks. Do. Or should I say do. Alright. I have the thing.
I hate waiting. It makes me nervous.
You're always nervous. Here's the Rod of Fire.
That was quick.
To the repository, then. Freedom awaits.
Huzzah. Alonzi, how close am I to leveling up? Oh, I am very close to leveling up. I'm so close to leveling up, in fact, I'll probably level up as soon as I enter this location. Which way are we going? Storage caves. First door. Third door. The third door, is it? Nope. Going this way, maybe? In here? Is it first floor? Mage Dome, guest quarters, library, chapel. Yeah, it must be further down. Owain looks so bored right now. I mean, boredom doesn't exist. He has no emotions. Yeah, I agree. I find Game Pass I use for both play games and I buy the games if I like them. I see it as renting them. Yeah. Nah, it's a better system. Like, if people really want their subscription service, then give us the subscription service, not this half-ass bullshit with extra restrictions. Just give us the fucking subscription service. People use that shit. Because overall, if you're the kind of person that doesn't finish games they play, you know, which statistically is most people, you're better off getting that, and then you can just test the games you want. And if you find a game that you really like, and that you want to play more of, then you buy that game. It's perfect. I'm going to use it to try out the Starfield. God, if that game has different non-human races in the character creator, I'm all for it. I would absolutely love for it to have alien races and not just fucking humans. But that would require more effort, and this is Bethesda we're talking about. And after Fallout 76 and Fallout 4, I'm not expecting much.
The Chantry calls this entrance the Victim's Door. It is built of 277 planks, one for each original Templar. It is a reminder of all the dangers those cursed with magic pose.
Well, this just looks like a fucking door to me.
The doors can be opened only by a Templar and a mage entering together. The Chantry provides the password, which primes the ward, and the mage touches it with mana to release it.
Well, since you have the password, can't Jowen help you enter?
The ward only responds to the touch of one who has been through the harrowing.
Ah. I see. Alright. What must I do?
First, the password.
Open Sesame.
Tears of the Fade.
Okay, I heard something. What next?
The password only primes the door. Now it must feel the touch of mana. Any spell will do, but hurry.
Alright. Well. Kamehameha! Will that do? Cool. Okay.
Do you have the rod with you? Melt the locks off.
Alright, let's give it a go. Bzzz. Imagine a rod of fire just doing this. It's like, here are your options. Rod of fire. Ready? Oh, it's not locked. Rod of fire. Fuck. I've got it locked. Here we go. Rod of fire. Dude. You'd expect it to go like psst and come out the end like a gun, but it's just like rod of fire. That's it. Okay, now I love that.
What's the matter? Why isn't it working?
Well, that was a waste of time. Alright, let's give it another go.
Lily, something's not right. I can't cast spells here. Nothing works.
These wards carved into the stone. This must be the Templars' work. They negate any magic cast within this area.
I thought the door would do something epic. I know, right? It just opened.
Use simple keys for such a door.
Anticlimactic as fuck for the introduction she gave it.
How do you keep mages away from something? Make their powers completely worthless.
I mean, that's kind of obvious, isn't it?
We're finished. We can't get in.
Well, you're easily defeated. What about that door over there? Where does that lead?
I don't know. Do you think it's another way in?
Yeah, there's only one way to find out.
That door leads to another part of the repository. What are the chances of there being another entrance?
It's worth a try.
We can't get into the chamber the way we planned, but we're not about to give up. We can see where this door leads, but I don't think it'll be easy. It looks locked for one.
Alright then, well, onward.
Let's hurry, we've wasted enough time. I'm not giving up, we've come too far.
Well, this is a suit of armor that looks remarkably like a humanoid character. Wouldn't it be weird if this thing moved and started to attack us? Nah, that wouldn't happen. Oh, see, now I actually used it like something real this time. I actually used the fucking magic instead of going, hello, door. Yeah, here we go. What a surprise.
Off we go to combat! Who wants their hair on fire?
Let's get some
blood!
Alright, so you can see how fucking violent Jowen is when it comes down to it. He's pretty violent. For a guy who's very sensitive and mousy, he's kind of violent.
This is the way it has to be!
So is she. Oh, runes. Very nice. Did that guy drop something? No. I love runes, though. Hey, wooden crate. There's something else around here, but apparently not. Documents. Nothing else in here. Just a few docs. Good to know. More of these buggers. Walking bomb. Kaboom! Hey! And a level up. Very nice. Alright, let's spend that. Charm of Still Waters again. Acolyte staff. I'm not giving Jowen a staff. I don't trust him. Let's get Cunning up to 16. Then we don't have to worry about it. Let's have another point of willpower. That'll do for now. Yeah. Improved coercion. Yeah, we don't need any more cunning now. We can just go for all them. It's great. Let's see. What else can we choose? We can't get Walking Bomb without 25 magic. Wait a minute. Right. Well, let's start working towards that then, because I want that. I can get a pet wisp. The pet wisps are cute. Stinging Swarm is fun. Telekinesis something. Where's the necromancy spell? It's that one, isn't it? Yeah, Animate Dead. I love that tree, man. Death Magic. Drain Life. Death Cloud. Let's get this. I'll get some defense, and I do want... Ooh. Actually, no, because I'm not going to be using a staff later on, aren't I? Yeah. Let's get this. Rock armor is going to be more useful for me. Let's get that. There we go. Let's activate that. We've got another passive ability. There we go. And as you can see, for each one of those, I use my max mana goes, because I'm basically got these are auras. Auras, essentially. For each one of these I have, my max mana goes down, because I'm using it to keep them active. Which makes sense. That is going down. As quickly as possibly. As quickly as possible.
Oh yeah, Steam Deck updates have been given out, and they're giving out more accurate times now, so hopefully yours don't have to wait as long as Parsley.
I will actually look into that right now, because last time I checked, mine went from quarter 2 to quarter 3. So let's have a quick look, shall we? Store. Steam. Steam Deck. Quarter 3. October or later. Alright, so I'm expecting mine around October. Okay. At least I have a good thing. I've got, like, a lot of the money on my Steam account anyway. Not all of it, but a decent amount of it. So I won't have to spend that much when it comes out, so I don't have to worry about it. What the fuck's a deep stalker doing here?
Delightfully unskilled.
Oh my god. I wish I had an AoE. I'm more comfortable waiting for it now that I know around when I'm gonna get it. And that's fine by me, because autumn's my favorite time of the year, so I'm going to be so happy around that time. I'm going to be sat there eating pumpkin, drinking pumpkin spice lattes that I'll make myself, as well as, you know, just enjoying horror movies, playing on the Steam Deck. It's gonna be fucking great. Yeah, alright, I'm happy about that. That's another thing to look forward to about that time of year. Mage will get a hell of a lot more fun though, the more abilities I unlock.
If that's what you want.
I would argue that Mage is by far the most fun class to play in this game. In fact, that is true for all the Dragon Age games. Mage is by far the most fun, followed by Warrior, and then finally followed by Rogue. Rogues get better in the later games. They really do get better in the later games, but Warrior by far, but Rogues in this game are not great. Spirit Resistance. Ooh, fire resistance, cold resistance, armor. I'll have that. I think that's better than what I've got right now. Yeah. Are we being that way? Been that way, haven't we? Yeah, I think we've been here. Yeah, we have. Okay, we came that way.
What model did you get? I went for the cheapest one.
I went for the most expensive one because I know I'll be using it a lot because it will basically replace Steam for me because I use Switch in portable mode when I'm going out so often that having basically a Switch with my Steam account attached to it is like a dream come true. So, yeah. So, yeah. That's another reason why I can't buy Kirby or anything else, because I've literally spent over 500 quid, essentially, for that Steam Deck for later on. So I am unbelievably spent, and I have to watch my money like crazy right now. I have to be very careful.
I have to use a micro SD anyway, so no matter what, I'd have to buy a card for it. Be like an extras present for yourself. I'm so hyped to see your action when you get yours.
I am hyped to play Morrowind on it, man. To finally play Morrowind. It'll be ideal. Just sitting there, just playing an Elder Scrolls game like it's supposed to be played. Just exploring and see what I find. There we are. There's the walking bomb in action. So it does damage like an AoE when it explodes, but later on, when I upgrade it, it will spread. So there'll be multiple of those like big AoE explosions, depending on how many enemies are around. It's really cool. I love that. I love that ability so much. And then after that, I can get Animate Corpse, which basically summons a skeleton to fight for me. It's my favorite tree in the game. I love it. God damn. That's that fucking shield ability used on me, despite them not having a shield.
You could have just given looking for trouble, are we?
Oh, that health. Let's heal myself up a bit.
Won't mind picking up a Steam Deck one time. I heard you can play it on the TV if you buy the add-on.
I actually have a Steam Link. I played Fallout 4 on that thing for the when I played Fallout 4 for the first time. The Steam Link is great. I use that a lot. If I can play Steam games on the television.
I'll do my best.
I've used it to play a bit of Elden Ring, actually. Means I can play Elden Ring downstairs pretty much without being on this computer, so I can sit down on the couch playing Elden Ring. So it's pretty good. Ooh. I love that.
There's something odd about that statue.
I wonder who it's of.
Greetings.
Ah! It talks!
Maker's breath! Did it just say something?
I am the essence and spirit of Eleni.
Honestly, it's worth it if you're pretty much the dream console, really. I don't get why people are cancelling their subs because there's waiting. It's like,
to be perfectly honest, anyone who didn't expect this is a fucking idiot. They had a similar problem when it came to the Steam box, whatever it was called. And they handled that situation completely poorly as well, because they essentially sold it like PCs. It was overwhelming for people who didn't know like PC specs, which were the people they were aiming it towards. And the people who did know that much about PCs typically already had a PC that was way better and cheaper than the Steam box. They really fucked that up. The way they're doing this one is much, much better. But anyone who didn't expect this is really fucking stupid. You know, just wait. If you're capable of waiting for it, just wait for it. You know, we're gonna get it eventually. And yeah, Grey Wolf, I highly recommend getting it, because that means you're gonna have access to a wide array of Steam games. That there'll be more games available for the Steam Deck than there will be your Mac. I'll tell you that much. Archon Velrius?
I'm not sure. The Archons were the Lords of the Imperium.
Forever shall you stand on the threshold of my proud fortress, he said, and tell your lies to all who pass. But my lord found death at the hands of his enemies, and his once proud fortress crumbled to dust, as I foretold.
A Tevinter statue! Don't listen to it. The Tevinter lords dabbled in many forbidden arts. This is a wicked thing.
And how exactly did the Tevinter statue get all the way here?
It must have been here for years. Look at the dust. I feel a little sorry for it. Her.
Weep not for me, child. Stone they made me, and stone I am, eternal and unfeeling. And I shall endure till the Maker returns to light their fires again.
Do you need any help?
No help can be given me, for this is my doom and my destiny.
Ambiguous rubbish. It could mean anything.
Since she'll be getting less and less in the queue, it's weird.
But lo, here comes the dawn.
Even
Stop
reviews
talking
have
to it.
cancelled
Please,
queues
both of
because
you.
just yeah.
I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, that seems a bit weird coming from him as well, because he's like, Rich is by far one of the most level-headed people on YouTube. He fucks up at times, but he's pretty fucking level-headed, especially compared to how he used to be back in the day. He used to be a bit reactionary, but he's pretty fucking great now. He's definitely one of the people whose take I trust the most, so it's a bit weird. But maybe I'm just no, I'm not a Valve fanboy in the slightest. I don't give a shit about the majority. In fact, the only one of their IPs I give the slightest shit about is Portal, and even then, and Steam has gone way downhill over the years, so we can't do much with it anyway.
Come on, Jowan, let's go.
The Tevinter Imperium. Yeah, the Tevinter Imperium. Let's read this one, because I've mentioned Tevinter before. It's really interesting. The Imperium is little more than a dilapidated old slattern, crouching in the far north of Thedas, drunkenly cursing at passers-by to recall their faded beauty. One can see that Minfreus was once the center of the world. The vestiges of her power and artistry yet stand, but they are buried in the layers of filth that the Imperium's decadence has accumulated over the ages. The Majocracy, like democracy, but Majocracy, live in elegant stone towers, literally elevated above the stench of the slaves and peasants below. The outskirts of Minfrathus are awash in the sea of refugees turned desolate by the never-ending war between the Imperium and the Qunari. And yet, the Imperium survives. Whether with sword or magic, Tevinter remains a force to be reckoned with. Minrathus has been besieged by men, by Qunari, and by Adraste herself, and never fallen.
Wow, that old wall's about to come down any moment.
Is there nothing else around here that I can take? Cool.
What do you think this does?
Why does the Circle keep so many Tevinter artifacts in storage?
Because they wouldn't want anyone else getting them.
Fascinating.
And it wouldn't surprise me if a lot of the majors that they have here came here from Tevinter, captured. Let's see. I don't think this is going to help us get your phylactery.
I've seen pictures of things like this. They amplify any spell cast into them. I bet we could use this to break into the phylactery chamber.
Let's see if we can use it on the rod.
See where the mortar might be decaying behind that bookcase?
Portal 2 is coming to
Let's
Switch,
take
by
a
the way.
closer look.
I've heard. Yeah, it's great. Oh, let's move
And
this
so
out the
I
way.
shall. It should be pretty easy to get this out of the way.
Oh, alright then. Move it aside, my friend.
I can't do it on my own. You have to help me.
It should be
If we
fairly
work
easy,
together,
but
we
I
can
can't
shift
do it
it.
on
Come
my
on.
own. So what's your take on Jarwin so far, guys?
Now we just need to find a way to get through this wall. Of course. Use
Quick,
this
do it
with the
before he
rod.
gets back.
I'm sure it'll work. Hurry.
Can
the
you tell
clock's
my
ticking.
opinion on Jarwin? What
time is it? Oh my god, it's 10 o'clock. God, we're still doing this.
This
We
is
haven't
the
even.
phylactery
wow.
chamber.
Okay.
It worked.
Let's go.
We must find Jowen's phylactery, quickly.
Well, let's look around then.
It shouldn't be hard to find. There aren't many phylacteries here.
Oh. Make sure that one blows. Come on. There we go. Look how much damage that did to the Sentinel. Holy shit.
Out of our way! Take a breath! I should like a trophy!
I don't like this.
Taken out. One more Sentinel.
This is
everyone
the
all
best
right?
scene of carnage I've yet to see.
Alright, let's see what's here. Alright, let's quick save. Joffrey's phylactery.
That's my phylactery! You found it! I can't believe this tiny vial stands between me and freedom. So fragile. So easy just to be rid of it. To end its hold over me. And I am
Basically,
free.
that thing is what they use to track any mage down magically if they manage to escape. You like Jowen. Of course you like Jowen, because you're evil. Huh. I expected a larger room and more phylacteries, to be perfectly honest. This doesn't seem to be enough to hold all the mages here.
Only apprentice phylacteries are stored in the Circle Tower. This tiny room could not hold the phylacteries of every mage who has passed through the tower doors.
Come on, you two. We're done here and we should leave.
Yeah, the sooner we're out of here, the better.
I do not want to stay here a moment longer.
Alright, let's go. Hey, it's a Skyrim door. That's awfully convenient. Alright.
This year,
did it.
game-wise,
I
has been
can't believe
awesome.
it.
Bought
Thank
RP
you.
my wallet. Yeah, I
could
know,
never-
right?
So
Did
what
you
you
have to
said
fight
was
him later in the
true.
game? Do you have to fight him later in the game?
We don't have to fight him. Stop right there, criminal scum. Yeah. See, the thing is, I don't want to mock them. I think, yeah, I knew this would end badly.
Gregor.
An initiate conspiring with a blood mage. I'm disappointed, Lily. She seems shocked, but fully in control of her own mind. Not a thrall of the blood mage, then. You were right, Irving. The initiate has betrayed us. The Chantry will not let this go unpunished. And this one. Newly a mage and already flouting the rules of the Circle.
It's not his fault. This was my idea.
He is here under my orders, Gregor.
And that's why I
take
told
full
him.
responsibility for his actions.
Wait, you led us into
You
a
led
trap?
yourself into a trap, you dumbass. Yeah, I'm sorry, but your plans were foolish and doomed for the start. This was gonna happen regardless. I just protected my own skin and hopefully made things better for you and everyone else involved.
Don't you dare speak to me.
Enough! As Knight Commander of the Templars here assembled, I sentence this blood
Also,
mage
someone
to
on my
death.
Steam friend list
And
is
this
in playing that
initiate
went to
has
Night
scorned
Sky.
the
Hey,
Chantry
high
and
five
her
to that
vows.
friend on Burst Steam
Take
friends
that to A&R.
Steam friends list. Best game ever.
The Mage's prison. No. Please, no. Not there.
No! I won't let you touch her!
And here we have proof that he's a blood mage. It ain't just fucking hearsay. Yeah, this is why we do this. This is why he was going to be made tranquil.
Magic.
Because he's unstable as fuck.
You said you never.
I admit, I dabbled. I thought it
Dabbled!
would be a mage.
If that's dabbling, I wouldn't want to see what a proper practitioner can do.
Changes them.
I'm going to give it up. All magic. I just want to be with you, Lily.
Oh my
Please come with me.
I look how like my character's like,
I was ready
seriously
to
with this
sacrifice
shit.
everything for you.
Seriously.
I don't know who you are, Blood Mage. Stay away from me.
Are you all
So,
right?
Grey Wolf, do you still like
Where's
Jarwin?
Gregor?
I knew it.
Oh dear.
He's overcome so many. I never thought him capable of such power.
I cannot believe he just did that. Oh,
As good
none
as
of
can
us
be
expected that.
given
Yeah, the voices went a bit
circumstances.
there.
If you had let me act sooner, this would not have happened. Now we have a blood mage on the loose and no way to track him down.
He can't have gone that far. He's just left. You can get him. Quick, go. Send some men now.
Believe me, we will use our every resource. Where is the girl?
I am here, sir.
You helped a blood mage. Look at all he's hurt.
She didn't know he was a blood mage. You can see that. Come on.
Save your breath. I can speak for myself.
Oh,
Knight
fuck you
Commander,
too.
I was wrong. I was accomplice to a blood mage. I will accept whatever punishment you see fit. Even Aenar.
Get her out of my sight. And you. You were in a repository full of magics that are locked away for a reason.
Did you take anything important from the repository?
Ignore the giant awesome staff on my back. No?
Very well. I believe you.
Hey,
But
that's
your
what happens
antics
when
have
you're
made a
teacher's
mockery
pet.
of this circle. What are we to do with you?
Dabbled. I know, right? Nothing. I was simply doing what I was told. In fact, if it weren't for me, you wouldn't even know this was happening in the first place, so save your breath, Templar.
As I said, he was working under my orders.
And this improves the situation.
It does actually, considerably.
To all save you and me.
I had my reasons.
You're not all-knowing, Irving. You
Oh,
don't know
but
how
he
much
knows the
influence Blood
Templars
Mage might
well
have had.
enough.
How are we to deal with this?
Knight Commander, if I may, I'm not only looking for mages to join the King's army, I'm also recruiting for the Grey Wardens.
This by far
Irving
is the
spoke highly of
weakest
this mage,
recruitment,
and I would
by
like
the
him
way.
to join
All the
Warden
other
ranks.
ones, it's either saving them or giving them no
promised him
other
a new
option.
Grey Warden?
This one right
He
here
served
is kind
the
of weak.
Well, he would make an excellent Grey Warden.
We look for dedication in our recruits. Fighting the Darkspawn requires such dedication, often at the expense of all else.
I object. You say he operated under your instructions, Irving. But I do not trust
Of course you don't trust me, I'm a
investigate
mage.
This issue, and I will not release this mage to the Grey Warden.
Well, I've always actually hoped to prove myself as a mage and not a rat stuck among these goddamn walls.
Rhaegar, mages are needed. This mage is needed. Worse things plague this world than blood mages. You know that. I take this young mage under my wing and bear all responsibility for his actions.
This mage does not deserve a place in the Order.
Why? Do we
Why?
not reward service? This mage has served the circle well.
Yeah,
You
don't
have
fucking
an
straight I am, you
opportunity
bastard.
you can dream of. Do not squander it.
So, what lies in store for me?
We must make our way to Ostagar, where the King's army is camped. You will be initiated there. I will explain more when the time comes.
I can't get Garfield card out of on my back. Oh my god, Garfield card.
I didn't even know that was a thing. You know what? This place had its problems, but you're certainly not one of them, Irving. Thank you for everything, First Enchanter.
Come. Your new life awaits.
I'll just take my secret, super powerful evil staff with me. Fuck y'all! Tevinter staff, here I go!
We will be traveling south.
I'm a
through
Grey
the
Warden
Highlands
now,
to the
it's none
ruin
of your
Ostagar,
problem.
On the edges of the Korkari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here.
We'll actually be
blight
listening
must be
to this
stopped
part now.
Here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
I've still got my fucking
King
auras
Caleb.
on me. Look at that.
I didn't expect
my fucking
A royal
stone
welcome?
skin.
I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side.
Look
in
at the
battle after
fucking
all.
aura at the
Glorious.
bottom.
The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is he?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
Behold my
Don't be
power!
So formal, Duncan. We'll be shedding blood together after all. Ho there, friend. Might I know your name?
I am Faolan, Your Majesty.
Pleased to meet you. The Grey Wardens are desperate to bolster their numbers, and I, for one, am glad to help them. I understand you hail from a circle of Magi. I trust you have some spells to help us in the coming battle.
Of course. I will do my best.
Excellent. We have too few mages here. Another is always welcome. Allow me to be the first to welcome you to Ostagar. The Wardens will benefit greatly with you in their ranks.
Thank you. You're too kind.
I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent.
Deja vu!
Logan
I've just
waits
been to
eagerly
this place
bore me
before,
with his
higher than the
strategies.
streets.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different.
I didn't realize things were going so well. Why are you still desperate to get recruits?
I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of Darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd
Did you
hoped
hear
for
his
a war
tone
like in
there?
the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
Kaelin is a very young king. He is a young king that
What
has
the king
grown
said
up
is true. They've won
reading
several
about the
battles
stories
against
of
the
the Grey
Darkspawn here.
Wardens, how they used to charge into battle on the back of griffins. Kaelin's a fucking idiot. He is a king that cares more about glory and the tales that will be told of his fight for a younger generation than he does about anything resembling common sense. Kaelin is a fucking idiot. And yeah. Until you get betrayed, Mohas. Fucking spoilers. Shame though, dude seemed like an alright person. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I like Kaelin. I really do like Kaelin. He does seem like a legitimately good person. He's just naive. He's so enthralled with the heroism of stories. And you could hear from Duncan's tone, like, even Duncan couldn't, like, hide his disdain. It's like, disappointed, Your Majesty. It's like, you young fucking idiot, if you only knew the havoc these creatures could cause, you wouldn't be so flippant. Like, but Duncan, I really respect Duncan. He's got a stoicism to him, but he's also honorable, truly honorable. I really like Duncan. He's a great character. He didn't seem to take the Darkspawn very seriously.
True. Despite the victory so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling.
Why not? He seems to regard the Wardens highly.
Yet not enough to wait for reinforcements from the Grey Wardens of Orlais. He believes our legend alone makes him invulnerable.
To be
Our numbers in
fair,
Ferelden are
do you
too
really
few.
imagine many
We must do what we
Fereldans
can
would want
and look to
reinforcements
turn
from
Loghain
Orlais?
to make up the difference. To that
That
end,
would
we
be
should
like the
proceed with
English
joining
waiting for the
ritual without
French.
delay.
Not fucking lightly. Wait, what do you mean, what ritual?
Every recruit must go through a secret ritual we
Oh
call
god,
the
not
Journey
again!
in
I've
order to
already
become
been
a
through
Grey
one!
Warden.
How many times must I
Ritual is
prove
brief,
myself?
But some preparation is required. We must begin soon.
Am I the only recruit here? Surely there's more.
No, there are 2 other recruits here already. They have been waiting for us to arrive.
So why is this ritual so secret? Is it because it could kill me? Is there demons involved?
The joining is dangerous. I cannot speak more of it except to say that you will learn all in good time. Until then, you must trust that what is done is necessary.
Is it anything like the harrowing?
It is an ordeal. I'm sorry that you must endure another so soon.
See, there's a special dialogue thing just for a mage. The game's full of them. They're subtle, but it makes the game feel more alive, more real, you know? Fair enough. Let's get this over with then.
Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair.
Alistair, my boy! One of the best video game characters to ever exist.
Until then, I have business I must attend
adore
to.
Alistair.
You may find
As
me at the
I'm
Grey
sure
Warden
you
tent
will
on
too.
the other side of this bridge, should you need to.
There we go! Harrowed. Very nice. I've actually not got a level up as well. That's weird. Let's save the game. Can we save? Let's do it. Alright! So, do we get any extra stuff here? We got leather boots, chantry robe. I got her robe. Nothing too amazing. Okay. Cool. Let's explore Ostagar, huh? I think this is what the majority of the stream will be, unfortunately, just looking around Ostagar and talking to people.
Make a watch over you, my lord.
Ah. The Kakari Wilds.
Hail, you must be the Grey Warden recruit that Duncan brought.
I am indeed.
This place hasn't seen such bustle in centuries, I'll wager. Need a hand getting anywhere?
Hey, so I'm looking for a Grey Warden named Alistair.
Try heading north. I think he was sent with a message to the mages.
Where's Duncan's tent?
Not far. It's straight ahead, just past the royal encampment.
Hey, thanks, mate. What can you tell me about
Most
this
of your
place?
fellas are in the valley with the army, but the recruits seem to be staying up here for now.
What can you tell me about Ostagar?
Used to be a fortress long time ago, so I understand. Back in the days when the Wilders used to invade the lowlands. You were just on the eastern side of the ruin. The Tower of Ishal is there, but Tairn Logain's closed it off until the battle. This side is the King's camp. We've got the Grey Wardens here, the Circle of Magi, the Chantry. You can't swing a dead cat without hitting somebody important.
The Circle of Magi is here, huh?
A few mages, yes. They even brought those creepy quiet fellows, the Tranquil. Gives me the shivers when they
I love
talk.
this game
All
so much.
cold
So do
and
I,
evil.
man. It's
They're
right
to the
up
north
there.
of here.
It's
Bunched
right
up
up
with
there
a
with
herd of
Neverwinter Nights and
Templars
Oblivion
glaring
for
at
me.
them.
One of my
Can't
favorite
miss
games
it.
of all time. Do I hear dogs barking?
This is Ferelden, isn't it? The king has his kennels on the west side of camp. Stinks from all the hounds. These aren't cute puppies, though. Some of those dogs bite the darkspawn and get too much of that blood in them. It's like poison. Slow, painful death. Terrible.
Anywhere I can get supplies?
Quartermaster. He's just a bit to the northwest.
And what about the king?
Probably in his tent. He and Tairn Logain are on the southwest side of the camp. The king likes to spend time with his soldiers, though. Sometimes even without his bodyguards. Drives Tairn Logain wild, that does.
Thank you very much. I'll be on my way. Have a good day to you.
Good luck to you, then.
Alright, welcome to Ostagar. So we're going to explore this place. The Magi encampments.
I'm sorry, but the mages must not be... I'm sorry, but the mages must not be interrupted.
Oh, fair enough. Can this guy actually talk to them?
The mages
Yeah,
must
okay.
not be interrupted. Their spirits are in the Fade.
Isn't that dangerous?
Is it? As a mage, you would know more of such matters than I do.
If you only
Regardless,
do.
they are not to be disturbed. Not even by Grey Wardens.
Yeah, fair enough. I apologize. I'll go elsewhere. Yeah, I wouldn't want to disturb them while they're doing that. Speaking of mages, hey there, Wynn.
Stand here in this hour.
What do we have here? I heard the new Grey Warden recruit was from the Circle. I don't believe we've met, but I've certainly heard a lot about your talent. My name is Wynn. And I congratulate you on your harrowing, marvelous work. The Fade is a dangerous place.
I suppose it wasn't all that difficult, but I could see how other people could fall for it.
Oh ho, you know all there is to know already, do you?
That's not what I said. I said it wasn't that difficult, not that I would do everything.
So, a Grey Warden, fighting alongside the King. Not too shabby for someone just out of apprenticeship.
I hope I don't disappoint anyone. Really, this is a war after all. People could fucking die if I fuck up.
Child, you have been taught well. Use what you know, and have faith in yourself. Mages have always been pivotal in the fight against the Darkspawn. Perhaps you'll be the one to turn the tide this time.
You faced Darkspawn before, then?
Stragglers, yes. Not the vast horde the scouts speak of. I wonder, how much do you know of the connection between Darkspawn and the Fade?
I don't remember encountering any Darkspawn in the Fade, at least that much.
They do not live there. Nor would any
I'll tell you,
mage
Skyrim, I really love that
trespass
Mage
into
Guild
realm as the
place
Black
you
City, which
can
lies at
do.
its heart. Some say the Black City was once the seat of the Maker. But when the mages
I found the school in the game and the bedrooms to be real cozy for some reason. I actually really agree with you. I think the Mage Guild in Skyrim is very it's very cozy. It's almost like a campsite where everyone's cuddled together in one kind of like little circle. It's nice. Yeah, I could see making closer friends there than you would with the Mage Guild in the Imperial City. I know that much. Well, the Chantry says many things.
It may be allegory, meant to teach us that our own evil causes human suffering. Or it may be true. It is as good an explanation as any for now.
I suppose it's just easy to kill every Darkspawn I see.
A wise attitude. It's worked well for me in the past. But I'm certain Duncan has more for you to do than talk to me.
Take care, Win.
My friends. Should it find you, you will not have failed your king. Served your Maker. Die in this battle, and when you stand before the Maker in the land beyond the Fade, he shall not find you wanting.
Speak to Duncan just yet. Loghain! So I've mentioned Lavandus, the character I'm planning to play in my next Dungeons & Dragons campaign. And this is the voice that I want to go for. I want to try and get Loghain's voice, or something similar to it. Something that has an air of authority to it, but is also gruff and slightly bestial.
You approach the tent of
Not
Tern
him,
Loghain. State your business.
I would actually like to... Oh, tell me about Tern Loghain.
How can you not know of Loghain?
I've spent most of my life in the circle, mate.
He was the brains behind King Marik's armies and drove out those damned Orlesians.
Fucking
King
French,
Marik
am I
rewarded
right?
him by making him a Tern. Can you imagine? A commoner became a high nobleman just like that. Without Loghain, you can bet the king wouldn't be winning against these Darkspawn.
Is the Tern inside? What's he doing?
He's inside, but I don't think it's my place to discuss his activity.
That's fair enough. Could you tell me a little about him? His reputation certainly is impressive.
I suppose, as long as we talk quietly. He and the king have been arguing for days.
You know we
The
can
Tern's
hear
known
this
the king
god
since he
talk
was
just outside the tent.
so
The
they don't stand
tent's
on
not
ceremony.
that big.
The Tern speaks his mind, and the king yells right back. Personally, I think the king should do what Tern Loghain tells him. Without the Tern, we wouldn't be doing as well here as we are.
To be perfectly honest, I also think the king should listen to Loghain, because Loghain has a hell of a lot more experience in war strategy than the king does. The king is too busy playing storybook. I would actually like an audience with the Tern, please.
I suppose you have a message for him. Hold on, then.
Alright, so this is the voice I want for Lavandus.
Yes, what is it? Oh, you're Duncan's new Grey Warden, I assume.
I am.
Kaelin's fascination with the Wardens goes beyond the ordinary. Are you aware his father brought your order back to Ferelden?
I didn't, actually. It's the first I've heard of it.
Marik respected the Grey Wardens. They have an honored place in the hearts of our people. But Marik would have understood that it takes more than legends to win a battle.
Which is true.
That's not an argument I'll repeat here. I hear you're from the Circle of Magi. first enchanter spoke highly of you. A great achievement, for one so young. I don't suppose you'll be riding into the thick of battle with the rest of your fellows, will you?
I don't know, really. I'll do what I can to help.
If Kalen has his way, you will. Now I must return to my task. Pray that our king proves amenable to wisdom, if you're the praying sort.
It's highly possible. There's a lot of, like, prolific voice actors in this game. So it's highly possible that you've heard them before. Honestly, one of my favorite locations in Skyrim. What's this? Shame it takes a while to get there, but yeah, it's so freaking cozy and ends up getting into character. It's like, yeah, it is definitely one of those locations where you can just chill out and RP for a bit. Especially when you get to, like, the Archmage quarters and have that big garden around. It's brilliant. Honestly, you seem to agree with me, so I'm just gonna say it. He seems like a fucking fool to me.
He is Marik's son and the leader of my beloved Faolan, and a very young man. I try to keep that in mind, as should you.
I like Loghain, but as we'll discover later on, he's a bit of a bastard. But I do like Loghain. And that is definitely the kind of voice I want for Lavandus. I'm Lavandus Kresh. Kresh. Originally I was going to call him Lavandus Kresh, but I got rid of the second name. A dragon doesn't need a second name. Yes, I'm Lavandus. You may address me as Lavandus. Yes, you may address me as Lavandus. That's the voice I'm going to try and get with it anyway. Actually, who voices Turn Loghain? Let's have a look. Dragon Age Loghain voice actor. He is voiced by Simon Templeman, which is definitely a name I've heard before. He's apparently in Elden Ring. IMDb. Legacy of Kain, Defiance, Mass Effect 2, Blood Omen, Legacy of Kain. Wait, does he play? He plays Kain in Legacy of Kain, doesn't he? Yeah, he does. That's where I've heard the voice initially. Trying to see what else he's played. He's been in World of Warcraft, Dragon Age Inquisition, Loghain's voice. Oh yeah, Loghain can show up in that. I forgot about that. Diablo 3, Reaper of Souls. He plays the blacksmith. God of War Ascension, Archimedes. Archimedes? Fucking hell! When I think of Archimedes, that voice doesn't come to mind. He's Jacob Danik from Dead Space 3. That's a game I know you've played. Absalom, Avatar of Chaos from Darksiders 2. It's a game I know you've played as well. He's been in Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning, Mass Effect 2, Lord of the Rings Conquest. Totally Spies! God, I love that television show. Legacy of Kain, yeah, that's where I've heard him. Yeah, that was the first place I've heard his voice as well, I think. Is he the boss, I'm guessing, since he screws you over? He is a boss in the game, yeah. Also, this has been an awesome stream, by the way. Good, I'm glad you've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it as well. I'm loving this. I love sharing, like, that's the thing. When I'm doing this, I think it would be better for me to share games that I have a passion for rather than going blind. Elden Ring was fucking fun, though. I might do it with the Souls series when they make new Souls games like that. Elden Ring was a really fun stream. But the way I play those games would not be fun to watch. Yeah, rip World of Warcraft, I know. It's a shame what happened to Blizzard, but quite frankly, they deserve everything they get. We've had this discussion before.
Greetings. King Kalen is not in his tent right now?
Can you tell me about the king? You must see him a lot.
I suppose I do, though he's spending most of his time with the Grey Wardens. He rides with them wherever they go, in fact. Teyrn Loghain sees the king whenever he can and argues with him over coming battles, but the king just waves him off. The king wants to end the Blight with a single huge battle the bards will sing of for centuries. Do you think that's possible?
I have my doubts.
That's how the Teyrn feels. He'll do what the king wants in the end, though. The king thought it was funny that Teyrn called him reckless, and they fought about the queen.
The queen?
She's the Teyrn's daughter. He wasn't happy about something she did or the king did, I'm not sure. I probably shouldn't discuss it.
No, I should go.
As you wish.
Good luck to you. This is kind of cool. They're discussing Darkspawn.
Look carefully, man. This wretched thing is a Darkspawn. They're strong and cunning and smart, but don't listen to those old wives' tales. They can be killed. Stick them with your sword enough, and they go down. Their blood is black as sin and poisonous. Don't even touch it. You get tainted with that blood, and you may as well slit your throat. We've lost many dogs already. Had to muzzle them to keep them from biting. It's a long and painful way to die. There are lots of dogs, different kinds.
Oh, I
This is supposed to be the battle
suddenly
that
need
sends
a drink
these
very
dogs back
desperately. Holy
underground.
shit.
You believe that?
I don't know what to believe. We've won every battle, but there's more of them each time.
Makes you wonder if them Grey Wardens are right.
I don't want to think about that.
There's a sack over here. I know because it says sack.
Blessed are they who the all before me is darkness, yet shall the Maker's light be my guide.
I got it settled, and all I got was 80 million fine. It got settled, and all I got was an 80 million fine, which for a billion-dollar company is nothing. That's the thing. Like, I think I said this before during the streams, but fines only exist to punish the poor. Fines are not a punishment for the company. It's like Pfizer. You know, Pfizer, I forget what it was. It wasn't to do with COVID, it was for something else, but they fucked around with something and they only released a product that wasn't ready and actually caused problems, and they were fined, and the money that they were fined is absolutely nothing compared to the profit. So it was literally just acceptable losses in basic business plan. Like, fines are not proper punishment or deterrence for a company that makes billions upon billions. It's just not. Oh.
Welcome to the King's Camp, my lord.
Ooh, elf fruit. You know, fines are only something that affects the poor. They're not something that affect the rich, which is why the rich always get fined and nothing else.
You there, elf. What's your name?
It's Pick, sir.
Go tell Teyrn Loghain that the war party's ready to begin scouting. We'll send word if we find anything amiss.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
These guys are basically Mad Dog Barbarians from the Pathfinder series, which by far is my favorite class in any RPG ever. Barbarians with an animal companion. Fuck yes!
What do you need? You haven't brought more instructions from the Teyrn.
I am indeed going to play a rage for the rest of the game. I'm going to go for a Arcane Warrior build, since that's something that you can't do in any other one of the games, and by far I absolutely love it. The mage is by far the most enjoyable class for me in this game. Actually, I think all the Dragon Age series, the mage is the most fun. Do you talk to everyone like that?
If I feel like it. If you're not from the town, what do you want? We're busy.
I hope that Microsoft gets it goes through and they do so. Oh, it won't go through. They'll make too much money from them. I hate Microsoft, but lesser two evils. The problem is though that Microsoft are becoming like another Disney or Amazon, where they're owning fucking everything. They're just absorbing properties left, right, and center. Eventually the world is just going to be owned by like 1 or 2 companies. Yeah. Eventually the world will be owned by 2 companies, and then they will have a giant war to fight for the last ownership, and then that'll be it. I'm pretty sure that's where we're heading. You don't look like the other soldiers in the army.
We aren't. We're Ash Warriors.
What's an Ash Warrior?
Our training has been passed down since Matthias the Dwarf Son first harnessed the battle rage of the dwarves. It is an old tale.
Can I hear this old tale?
I am no bard, but I will do my best. Matthias was a Clane tribesman. Some say he
Matthias!
was too short to be a warrior.
Sounds like
but
my
he was
next
strong
D&D
and
character
fierce.
name.
His
Levantus.
chieftain sent him to the dwarves of Orzammar to negotiate an alliance, where he fell in love with the king's daughter, Skya, and brought her back to his tribe.
I've got to
She
admit,
taught Matthias to use the dwarven battle rap
I could fall
to
for a
summon his
dwarf.
strength
I could
and
fall for a
ignore all
dwarf,
pain.
lass. Definitely.
Matthias then taught this to the Clane, who made him their chieftain.
I think out of all the classic like Dungeons and Dragons style races, I'm probably more likely to fall for a dwarf or a halfling. Maybe a lizard folk, but no, we're getting a bit too No, Tabaxi maybe. Okay, now I'm just being a furry. Let's move on. And they feasted on blood and lived happily ever after?
Not in this tale, friend. Matthias's prowess earned him the love of Morrigannon, a beautiful chieftain of another tribe. When Skya learned of his seduction, she returned to her people. Matthias was grieved. He sent Morrigannon away, but this only vexed her, and began a long war between their tribes. In the end, Matthias slew Morrigannon in single combat. However, his wounds were great.
If you're a
and he
warrior, by
perished
the
when
way, you
rage
can actually
ended.
choose the
The
Berserker
dwarves
path,
came from Orzammar that day and gave Matthias an
which is a
honoured
pretty
burial in the
fun
mountains.
class to choose.
We
We'll
live
get a
by his
companion
teachings
later on in the
even
game that
today.
has it. An interesting lesson. Legend, thank you for telling me.
It was an honour.
So, what does an Ash Warrior do exactly?
We harness the rage inside us, nurture it, and draw it out so we cannot fall in battle until our last foe is slain. It is a dwarven discipline, but we've adapted it to let us fight alongside our hounds. That is our way. I trust my hound with my life, as he trusts me with his.
There's something about, like, I've spoken about this before, I think in the Skyrim playthrough, but my ideal class is one that has a bond with nature. Not like a druid that worships and protects nature, but like a hunter that is part of nature. The barbarian has that wild, animalistic nature that appeals to me. It's the closest thing to being something like a werewolf or a wild animals while still remaining human. And I appreciate like shamanism and totemism and animism and Shinto and stuff like that. I'm not a religious person or much of a spiritual person, but I like the symbolism. I like the basic ideas of it. And obviously in a fantasy world, then all these things can actually exist without question. It's fantasy. There's no question of it. It is real, you know? So the idea of just going wild and letting loose and just laying waste to everything around you, like a wild animal, with an actual animal by your side, is just so up my alley, it's unbelievable. Like, if I could be any class in an RPG, it would be a Mad Dog Barbarian. So that, to me, is badass.
My thanks. There is hunting to be...
They paint their dogs, by the way, because they paint themselves with the same paint that they paint their dogs. So it allows them both to smell each other, so they don't accidentally attack each other in the haze of battle, which I think is really cool.
This isn't good. I'd hate to waste such a promising member of the breed. Are you the new warden? I could use some help.
What can I help you with?
This beast is in the king's service, just like you and I.
Oh, I didn't mean... I actually selected why would I want to help you. I didn't actually mean to say
that. His owner
that.
died in the last battle, and the poor hound swallowed darkspawn blood. I have medicine that might help, but I need him muzzled first.
Just how smart is this dog?
Centuries ago, a mage bred them to be smart and understand what they're told. They can remember and carry out complex orders. Most valuable dogs in the world. Trouble is, they generally imprint to one master. Re-imprinting them is very difficult. But without the medicine, re-imprinting won't be an issue. Will you help?
Could this dog be imprinted to me?
We can try, but first we need to muzzle and medicate him.
give it a shot.
Go in the pen and let him smell you. We'll know right away if he'll respond. Let's hope this works. I'd really hate to have to put him down.
Hey there, boy. I know, you're in pain. Look, I've got some healing magic, huh? Come on, you come here. I'll make you feel a little bit better, okay? Just gotta put this on and everything will be alright. It's alright. It's alright. Attaboy.
Well done. Now I can treat the dog properly, poor fella. Come to think of it, are you heading into the wilds anytime soon?
I might be, why?
There's a particular herb I could use to improve the dog's chances. It's a flower that grows in the swamps here, if I remember. If you happen across it, I could use it. It's very distinctive, all white, with a blood-red centre.
Okay, fair enough. Where in the wilds would I find a flower like this?
It usually grows in dead wood that collects at the edge of ground pools. Should be plenty this time of year.
Fair enough, I'll see if I can get you one.
Good. In the meantime, I'll begin treating our poor friend.
See you later, buddy. You heal up now, okay? Let's see, I've been up that way. I've been up this way.
Let us consider the evil before us.
So we've still got to find the other two Grey Warden recruits. This is the way I came up, isn't it? It is. Yeah, alright, there's the Mages. I actually can't remember where the rogue is. I'll find them. Ah,
So,
here he is.
Any last wishes I can help fulfill before you head into battle? Life is fleeting, you know. That pretty face could be decorating some darkspawn spear this time tomorrow.
Amazing.
Shall I take that
line.
quiet glare as a no? Oh, well, too bad. Well, you're not what I thought you'd be.
And what did you think I'd be?
Me? I was hoping for a comely lass with golden hair and terrible eyesight. The name's Davith. It's about bloody time you came along. I was beginning to think they cooked this ritual up just for our benefit.
Yeah, maybe they did.
Just to give us a good scare? No, they don't really seem the type. I happened to be sneaking around camp last night, see? And I heard a couple of Grey Wardens talking.
Oh, hi, doggy.
So, I listened in for a bit. I'm thinking they plan to send us into the wilds.
The wilds, huh?
We're right on the northern edge of the Kukari Wilds here. Miles and miles of savage country. My home village isn't far, and I grew up on tales about the wilds. Even been in there a few times. Scary place.
Why are the wilds so frightening, then?
Cannibals, beasts, witches, and now darkspawn. What isn't to be scared of?
Yeah, good point.
It's all too secretive for me. Makes my nose twitch. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like we have a choice.
I don't know, I'm looking forward to it. Finally getting some fresh air. I've been stuck in that tower for all my life. It's whatever it is, it's better than being trapped in there.
You sound just like the bloody knight. Well, more power to you. Anyway, I expect it's time to get back to Duncan. That's where I'll be if you need me for anything.
Nice to meet you. Good luck to you. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna steal your shit. Come on. Open. Hey. Hey there.
Have you seen an elf running about? Young woman, red hair, carrying a suit of chain.
Can't say have, no.
Blast it. Where did she go? That suit better be patched up when she gets back or by the maker.
I need to watch the legendary film. Yes,
pardon my manners.
it
My
is.
troubles are no
Also,
concern of yours, I'm
the
sure.
disaster artist.
I'm the
We need to see that
quartermaster.
as well.
Did you come for supplies?
What kind of supplies do you have?
Arms and armor, for the most part. It's for the King's men, but you Grey Wardens can buy what you need for a modest price. I also have some goods on the side I can provide. Strictly off the record, of course, to keep morale up, you understand.
Let's see your other goods.
So long as you keep it quiet.
Fine by me. Right, so let's sell a bunch of shit that we don't need. We don't need any of these weapons. Any of them. We've got plenty of time to get other weapons that we'll use later on in the game, but for now we don't need any of them. Same with the studded leather armor, elm shield, all this shit, we don't need them. I'll keep the cowls because other characters won't have them, and the battle dress other characters can use. This can be sold. What's this? Yeah, get rid of that as well. I won't be using runes, not just yet anyways. Let's get rid of all these. Lyrium potions I might use. Crafting stuff I'll get rid of, but I will keep elf root and deep mushrooms because we need them for a quest, I believe, later on down the line. And while we're here, if I've got the gold, can I buy a backpack is the question. Or do I have the mod installed where I don't need that? I might actually have the mod installed where I don't need that. There's a Scooby snack right there. No. Okay, so let's see his basic goods.
Hello again. Is there something you need?
Let's see what you
Let me know what you'd like.
Alright. Let's have a look. Can't find any backpack. Oh, there it is. Alright, so I don't have that mod installed. Right, there we go. We'll be buying them where we find them. I know I used to have a mod like that, but apparently no longer. Good to know.
That course of action is inadvisable.
Good to know. Alright, I believe the night is up here. There's also a side quest for us.
What time is it? Oh god, we've only got 10 minutes left.
It's a shame we're not... Well, at least we know for a fact that next week when we play this again, we'll get into the real heart of the game where the action will start to pump up.
You need to convince them. We've got to run. The Darkspawn are coming.
Why'd you say that?
I saw them. We're gonna die.
I apologize, Warden.
He's shell-shocked.
He's been like this ever since they found him in the wilds.
He's not dangerous, is he?
Only to himself, poor fellow. His wounds will heal, but his mind...
You can feel it, can't you? They taint the land.
Look at his eyes.
Black and
He's
sick.
been poisoned.
Oh, you can feel it inside. They'll come out of that forest and spread. Like caterpillars covering a tree. They'll swallow us whole.
That's quite enough out of you. You need to calm yourself, my good man.
They were everywhere. I saw them.
I wish I could help calm him down. Alright, well... Oh, here we go. Night, priest. Ah, Jory. Here we go. Hey there, buddy.
Greetings. You must be the third recruit we've heard about.
I am, yeah, I'm Faolan.
Sir Jory is my name. I hail from Redcliffe, where I served as knight under the command of Arl Eamon. You have the bearing of a man who knows how to fight. If I may ask, were you a soldier before you came here?
Do I fucking look like a soldier, mate? I'm in a robe. I'm a mage, actually, not a soldier.
I had heard mages join, but, well, I had not, that is...
Are you alright?
Yes, I apologize. I have always found magic unnerving. I should be pleased that in this case it will be on our side. I suppose since you're finally here, I'd best get back to Duncan. I shall see you there.
He fucking runs away from me. Jesus Christ, dude. Stalwart knight my ass.
Huh. Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner. I don't suppose you've come to sentence me.
No. Why have you been sentenced?
No. They put someone like me in a cage until someone important has time to decide what to do with me. I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you? All I want is food and water. They haven't fed me since I was locked up and I'm starving.
Oh, well, maybe if you tell me why you're in there first.
I'm a deserter. Or so they think. I bet there's no arguing them out of it, though. Armies are funny that way.
Did you desert?
I wasn't deserting. But when you catch someone sneaking around camp in the middle of the night, what else are you gonna think? Does it matter? All I want is a bit of food and water.
It matters to me if your case is just.
You're a funny one. They won't listen to you no matter what you think. Not that I wouldn't mind you trying. You're a good sort. And it's not as if they're wrong. I probably would have deserted later. Just not when they caught me is all.
At least he's honest.
Hope that doesn't spoil your opinion of me.
I'm still hungry enough to eat my shoe.
Why haven't they fed you?
I expect nobody thought of it with all the battles and such.
Okay, well, what would you do if I helped you?
Because you might want something I don't need. Them circle wizards got a chest they keep things in. Magical things. And I stole the key. That's why
Magical
I'm here.
things, huh? You're
I got
speaking
one of
my
them drunk,
language,
took
sir.
his key and tried to sneak to the chest. They assumed I was deserting.
Now,
I can't use it from here.
if I was
But I'd trade you
playing
for
a
some food and
bastard,
water.
this is where the murder knife comes into it. The assassination knife. I'll see what I can do.
Just ask
I
my guard
could
for his.
actually
He's
just
still got
fucking
some dinner.
stab him and
I saw
take the
him put
key
it in
from
his
him.
coat.
Every character has a murder knife, where they can just pull it out and stab people, and there are various options within the game that allows you to just basically be a brutal fucking bastard. So, yeah.
Lucky dog. You Grey Wardens get to ride with the king while I'm left with the drudgery of guarding this deserter. They should have just hanged him. Put his head on a pike as an example.
I've not ridden with anyone just yet, Mace. I just got here. It seems a waste for you to just guard the guy all day.
I can't just let him go, can I? The army will figure out what to do with him. Probably just waiting for someone important to make a decision. Then they'll hang him, I expect. And I can go and do something else.
I had a chat with him, actually.
Don't expect it was an enlightening conversation.
He just asked for some food and water.
Did he now? Since nobody sends me nothing to feed him with, the only way we'll get that is if I give him mine.
Come on, you miss one meal. This man could be hanged soon. You'll have plenty of time left to have more food.
All right, all right. I guess the poor fella could stand to have one meal in his belly before he hangs. Don't know why you care. I
Make
had
it
nothing
bless
to
you.
do with it, though. If anyone asks why he's burping, I'm going to say it was you. Just so you know.
Yeah, fine by me. Hey, achievement persuasive.
So? Brought me some food, have you? I'm so hungry I could faint dead away.
Here we are, mate. Here we go. Kill him and take the key of the tea. Yeah, here we go. There's the murder knife option. Here we go, mate.
Much obliged.
Eat well.
May Andraste herself rain blessings upon you. And, as I mentioned, here's the key. Use it in good health, huh?
That opens the chest next to the Tranquil. I can't access that just yet, but we'll be able to later on. So, next, Alistair. My man. So yeah, as you can see there's the chest. We can't open that just yet because the Tranquil will stop us. The man's psychic and he can see every move you make. War Council down here. Bunch of servants, and of course they're all elves. At least I think they're all elves. Dagger. Yeah, well, good luck to you. Right. So here we have Alistair, the man, the myth, the legend. My husbando in this game. I'll be honest, I was half tempted, and I'm still half tempted to install the mod that allows same-sex relationships with characters that wouldn't otherwise do it. So, Alistair is typically straight, only female characters can be involved with him. Morrigan is also straight, only male characters can be involved with her, and then we've got two other characters, one of which being Liliana, who goes both ways. However, we have only got 2 minutes left, and this conversation goes on much longer than 2 minutes. So, I'm gonna call the stream there, I think. It's been fun, and next stream, we'll be getting into the Kokari Wilds. We'll be finding the cure for the Mabari. We will be starting the war in which the Darkspawn will be upon us. And King Kaelin will realize just how much he underestimated this threat. And a lot more will happen. So, until next time, thank you very much for showing up. I will see you again next week, 7 o'clock, London time.